rebound, looking for something, throws it out to Hartman. Cross-court pass over to Hogue now. Dishes it over to Ford, feeds it down low to Crawford, and Crawford scores off the blocks.
You can't ask Kyler Johnson to do any more than he just did. To stay vertical and to use all 6'6" and more with his wingspan added. I mean, Crawford just has got hops.
Johnson on the other floor gets down to the blocks, picks up his dribble, and an and one there for the Vikings. And Crawford is confused by that as he felt like he was straight up.
I think he thought that he did exactly what Kyler Johnson did to him on the other end of the floor, and it was a no call.
Yeah. Johnson with 3:30 left. He'll shoot one at the free throw line. Try to cut into this Columbia City lead. He sets, fires, and he's still perfect from the night. Hogan bounds the ball into Fuller. Fuller is going to be pressured by Parker in the backcourt. Fuller gets across, though, down to the left elbow. Throws over to Hartman in the left corner for three. Front iron, no good. Ball being battered around. It goes into Denning's possession. Back over to Fuller in the left corner for three. He's short on that one, and he knew it as soon as he let it go. Rebound to the Vikings. That's Duncan pushing it up the floor. Gets down the free throw line, elevates, fires, and he makes it.
The last thing that the Eagles can allow here is just their lead to be slowly chipped away.
Hartman now left wing, throws it, backs it out to Fuller, top the key. Then they'll run a little weave over to Hogue, back over to Hartman, gets down to the paint, dishes it over to Fuller in the right corner. Fuller from the blocks, elevates, fires, back iron. No good. Rebound to Johnson there, and he'll throw it over to Parker in the backcourt, and Parker will come across the midcourt stripe yet again. Gets down to the right elbow, spin moves, picks up his dribble, and they'll back it out top of the key to Duncan, and then they'll give it over to Parker now, high right. Parker now gets down the left elbow, picks up his dribble, looking for something, being heavily pressured by Fuller. Throws it over to his man Marshall, high right, throws it down to a cutting Johnson on the blocks. Ball nearly gets knocked away from him, but then they back it out to Marshall. Over to Parker now, top of the key. Parker now gets down into the paint, penetrates, turnaround jumper, that's off the mark. Ball gets knocked out to Duncan there on the left wing. Duncan makes a move, doesn't get anything out of it, though.
There's just no sense of urgency for the Vikings.
Yeah,
there.
exactly. Duncan now, top of the key, penetrates, throws it over to Marshall in the right corner, and then he'll penetrate and throw it over to his man Manuel. He goes down to the right corner, throws it to a cutting Parker in the paint. That's a layup there. So he snuck that one in.
That wasn't a great offensive possession for the Vikings. I mean, you trade 2 points for almost a minute off the clock.
Yeah, exactly. As there's a foul there on the Vikings. That was Marshall on Denning, and Everly checks into the game as well as Crossan. Crossan in for Crawford, and let's see, who did Everly come in for? Fuller. Everly to inbound the ball here, gets it into Denning in the backcourt with 1:40 left. Columbia City leads 35-20. Dennings gets the ball knocked away from him, but he regains possession. He gets across half court, gets down into the right elbow, down to the paint, feeds it to Crossan, and a layup there for Crossan off the glass.
Yeah, they just have to counter everything that the Vikings are going to take on offense.
1:20 left, third quarter. Parker now on the other end of the floor for the Vikings. Another circus shot from him as he hits the deck. And Columbia State gets the rebound. Crossan now on the left block, dishes out to Denning, top of the key for a three. Front iron, no good. Rebound to Hogue, feeds it over to Eberly, an easy shot off the glass there for Eberly.
That was a physical play in midair, though, by Cam Hogue.
Yes, I mean, we've seen him jump through the roof many times this season, and we saw it yet again there. 54 seconds left. Columbia City leads 39-20. Parker on the other end of the floor, and he's fouled in the paint.
That was just, I don't know if that's Aiden Denning being tired or what, but that was just, he didn't even make an attempt at the ball. I think he's just trying to stop the wide open shot.
Parker, we've seen Parker take some kind of, I guess you could say circus or not so smart shots here. And he throws it into Johnson here into the paint. He puts up a shot. That's no good. Ball is stripped away from him, but there's a foul. And he's going to be shooting two.
He's the only one that can get, a shot in the air to hit the rim so far in this.
Yeah, exactly.
In the second half.
Yep. As we'll see, a new Viking checking into the game. It'll be Hamilton, a 6'1" freshman. And he'll check into the game for Parker. And Parker will head to the bench, I think, for his first time today. Johnson missed his first free throw attempt. He has the ball now for a second one. He sets, fires, and he makes that one. as Columbia City now leads 39-21. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. Denning gets across the midcourt stripe, loses the handle, and Coach Furman will call a timeout as Hogue regains possession in the backcourt, as he knew he was running out of time there. Sam, you got some underwriters for us?
Yes, tonight's game feed is brought to you by Morse's Builders Mart, located at 516 East Van Buren Street in Columbia City, with locations in Huntington, Wabash, Warsaw, and Goshen. Online at morsesbuildersmart.com, serving northeastern Indiana since 1871. And tonight's game is also brought to you in part by the attorneys at Myers, Hockmeyer, and McNaghy, LLP, located across from the post office in Columbia City. They're online at 260-248-2224 and on the web at whitleylaw.com.
Sean Bledsoe, Sam Bechtel courtside here at Columbia City High School for this university game. Columbia City leads 39-21 over the Tippecanoe Valley Vikings. 35 seconds left in the third quarter as teams break huddle from this timeout by Coach Philman. And Coach Philman was probably just talking it over with his guys how to break the Tippecanoe Valley press that they've been bringing.
You have to pass out of a press. You really can't try to dribble out.
And he cannot go anywhere near the corners of the floor or near the sidelines, so you're going to get trapped there. As Denning gets down to the right sideline, makes a move, and he gets across the midcourt stripe with relatively no issues. Denning now dribbling around, throws it over to Eberle high right. Eberle back over to Denning high left. Denning's going to dribble around here, burn some clock, throw it back over to Eberle, and it looks like they're going to hold for one here. 15 seconds left. Down to Hogue on the free throw line. Hogue now back out to stripe, standing on the Columbia City logo. Denning, that ball gets knocked away from him, and it's going to be Columbia City ball. Got 6 seconds left.
Who do you give the ball to here? Because you really don't have any shooters out there besides Denning, but he's heavily guarded.
I'd see if you can get it down to Bile. And they get it in, down to Crossan on the left block, and an easy lay-in there.
That was just not good defense there by the Vikings.
No. As they got it in relatively quickly, the Eagles did into Denning, and then he just kind of threw a jump pass over to Crossan there on the left block, and another easy layup, and a 20-point lead for Columbia City here at the end of the third quarter. 41-21, they lead.
There's just no intensity for the Vikings on either side of the ball. I mean, shoot, to give up, I don't even know how many points they just allowed. But then that last possession there for the Eagles on offense was the perfect encapsulation of what the Vikings have just allowed to happen. And that's just not knowing who's guarding who and just following the ball instead of following your man when they're obviously playing a man-to-man.
Yep.
From beyond half court.
As third quarter action has come to an end here at Columbia City High School in this university game. Varsity game to follow soon with Andrew Thompson, Matt Curry on the call for that one. As Columbia City will look to get a win tonight, as they lost on the buzzer beater last year against Tippecanoe Valley at Tippecanoe Valley, and they'll look to see if they can improve that and improve their record to 8-1.
Continue a great winner for just basketball in general. You got the Lady Eagles, obviously, just marching right along.
Yep.
And then the guys' team, hopefully, with just hopefully trying to steamroll Tippecanoe Valley here tonight. Hopefully.
As Hogue inbounds the ball into the backcourt to Eberle. Eberle being heavily pressured by Parker, and Parker forces Eberle to travel. As Eberle was tumbling there, and the ball hit the floor, and I think both of his feet moved.
That might have been a little revenge there, though, for Parker there, because he got stripped by Eberle, and he was said,
Three times.
Rip this.
Three times.
Rip this. So.
Yes. It's Parker now being heavily pressured by Hogue, throws it over to his man Hamilton, left wing, and then they back it out top of the key to Duncan. Duncan now back over to Parker, high right, and they dish it over to Manuel, top of the key for a three. That's off the mark. Rebound to Crossan, and they'll throw it over to Bile. Bile pushing up the floor now, gets down to the left elbow, tries to throw it to a cutting Crossan. That's picked off by Johnson. And they get it over to Duncan. Duncan in the paint now, elevates, fires, and he makes it.
That's the last thing you want if you're Coach Philman, to allow Tippecanoe Valley to have any sort of life in this fourth quarter.
6:15 left in the fourth quarter. Columbia City leads 41-23. Crossan now on the left baseline, dishes out to Hogue, left corner. Hogue making a move now into the paint, jump stops, tries to throw a pass, and that ball is stripped away from him by Hamilton, and then it goes into Johnson's possession. They push it up to Parker. Parker down to the left elbow. That ball is knocked away from him by Eberle again. And they're going to call a jump ball, I think, here, Sam.
Yeah, and they'll finally stay with the Eagles, I think.
No, it'll be Vikings ball. I thought
I thought we had the arrow.
I thought we had the arrow too, but apparently not. Parker to inbound the ball for the Vikings here. He gets it into Hamilton, high left. Hamilton dribbling around now, being heavily pressured by Eberle. Gets it over to Parker on the right elbow. Parker being double teamed, throws it back over to Hamilton on the right wing for a three, and he makes it.
This is looking eerily similar so far to what happened when the varsity team played Wayne last year. They have to stay disciplined.
Ash now across the midcourt stripe for the Eagles. Throws an errant pass to Crossan. Crossan tries to keep it alive, but it goes into the Vikings' possession now. It's Duncan off the blocks, and he scores. Vikings now trail 28-41 with 5:24 left, and Coach Philman has seen enough, and he'll take a timeout.
Yeah. Whatever was said, transitioning from the third quarter to the start of the fourth in that huddle, it was a short amount of time, but it had to do something because they're on quite the run here. I think that was a 7-point run.
Yes, I think 7 or 9.
I think it was 7.
Was it 7? Yeah, because it's 21, yeah. Yep.
It's just, now they're only down 13.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not insurmountable with 5:24 left.
Exactly. They can if they show some if they show some intensity and they're able to show that they're going to push the ball up the floor and they're going to apply some full court pressure, then I would assume that that this game is not out of reach, Sam.
I agree with that.
As Coach Philman's talking over with his guys, and he's obviously trying to be a bit encouraging here, trying to make sure that these guys kind of settle down, take a deep breath, and recuperate, and know that they've got this game. They just gotta be able to take care of the ball and get into the front court. As teams break huddle here, and the Eagles will inbound the ball here. It'll be Hartman. Vikings applying some full court pressure, and they get it into Denning, the Eagles do, and he gets across the midcourt stripe without any issues as he's hassled by Hamilton now. And Denning throws it over to Fuller now, top the key. Fuller, jab steps, gets down to the right elbow, throws it over to Hartman. Hartman now right wing, penetrates down the free throw line over to Denning for a three. Rattles around, oh, no good. Didn't get the roll there. And Johnson gets the rebound. He throws it over to Parker now. Parker in the paint off the glass, and he scores. Some of those circus shots for Parker are starting to drop.
That was a Hogue-esque jump stop there.
Denning now on the other end of the floor for the Eagles, dribbling around high right. As they'll look to burn some clock here, as Kaufman is checked into the game for the Eagles, gets down left wing, throws it over to Hartman. Hartman now penetrates, throws it back to Fuller, top the key. Fuller now, jab step, back over to Hartman in the left corner for a three, front iron, no good. Ball is that's going to be a jump ball there between Crawford and Duncan, and it'll remain Columbia City ball.
Certainty that we
do have the ball, we have the possession arrow. As Fuller will inbound the ball here for the Eagles, he'll get it into Hartman in the right corner. Hartman looks at the three, doesn't take it, and then he'll back it out to Kaufman, top the key. Back over to Hartman, right wing. They feed it down low to Crawford. Crawford on the box, spin move, puts up a shot that's no good. And it goes straight into Parker's possessions for the Vikings. So he comes across the midcourt stripe, being heavily pressured by Fuller. Parker now elevates, fires from mid-range, and he makes it.
You have to think about more than just trying to Fuller on Parker, because he has single-handedly put the Vikings within striking distance here almost.
Yep, Columbia City leads 41-32 now, as Columbia City hasn't put points on the board here within the past couple minutes.
Stagnant offense that we've seen. It's not, there's no spark right now. It doesn't seem like they're motivated to close out this win.
Yep, 4:03 left in the fourth quarter, and we got some underwriters for you.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Bart's Car Store, selection of cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Bart's Car Store offers test drives, cash for trade-ins, and financing options. Bart's Car Store, serving Columbia City, Whitley County, and Fort Wayne. And WJHS is brought to you in part by Indiana Physical Therapy, offering the highest credentialed therapists in the area, treating all walks of life, from Pee-wees to professionals to Olympians, with 18 locations in northern Indiana, including Fort Wayne, Angola, Auburn, Bluffton, Decatur, Elkhart, Goshen, Huntington, and Warsaw. Indiana Physical Therapy is in Columbia City next to Oriental Buffet.
4:02 left in the fourth quarter. Hogan bounds the ball into Denning in the backcourt. Denning being heavily pressured by, that's Hamilton. But they get it across the midcourt stripe, and now it is Fuller. Fuller now left wing, dishes it off to Hartman in the left corner, then he'll back it out left wing, throw it down low to Crawford. Into the left corner now is Fuller. Fuller pump fakes, feeds it back down to Crawford. Crawford making a move on the blocks in the paint, puts up a shot, doesn't go in. Ball gets battered around. It goes into the Vikings possession. That is Duncan coming across the midcourt stripe. Throws it over into the left corner to Hamilton. Back over to Duncan, top of the key. Duncan now dribbling around. Cross-court pass over to Manuel. That pass is picked off and nearly saved by Fuller, but it goes into Johnson's hands. And there's an Eagle foul there, and it's going to be on Aiden Denning.
Right now, the Vikings have the quintessential definition of momentum. I mean, to be down 20, to not only be down by 9, and to go on an 11-0 run is something that the Eagles are going to have to stop here.
Parker now dribbling around on the Columbia City logo, being heavily pressured by Fuller. Gets down to the right wing, picks up his dribble, looking for something here. Throws it over to his man Duncan, top the key, nearly loses it, gets into the paint, elevates, fires, no good. Ball gets batted around, and it's going to be Viking ball. As the Columbia City bench was a bit upset about that one. They thought that one went off the big man Johnson. Parker now to inbound the ball for the Vikings with 3 minutes left. They get it into the aforementioned Johnson in the right corner. He tries to go baseline, and he travels.
Yeah, he took a thirst. Even Coach B.J. Walls understood that. He was head in defeat. Yeah.
I think that was his right foot that slipped, and that caused that third step. Hogue now inbounds it to Hartman, back over to Hogue, and then down to Denning in the backcourt. Denning gets across with Hamilton pressuring him. Gets down to the right elbow now. Denning feeds it into the right corner to Crawford. Cross-court pass over to Hogue, top of the key. Hogue penetrates, kicks it out to Hartman in the left corner. Hartman now, then I'll back it out to Fuller. Fuller now being heavily pressured by Parker. Top of the key, hands it over to Denning. Denning now high right. Dribbling around, gets down to the free throw line into the paint. Dishes it off to Hogue in the left corner. Hogue gets into the paint, elevates, fires, and a nice little teardrop there.
Possession for the Eagles there.
As Parker has the ball now for the Vikings in the front court, gets down to the paint. The ball's nearly knocked away from him, but he turns around and he throws up an air ball. Then they kick it out. Deep two there for Hamilton off the left wing. That's no good. A rebound to the Vikings. Duncan now right wing, gets into the paint. Left-handed layup off the glass, no good. Ball gets tipped up in the air, goes into Parker's hands. Turnaround jumper for Parker is good.
He is just, wow, there's been no counter for him.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, we've seen that Parker has been able to score here in the fourth quarter, but anything before this quarter, I mean, it's just kind of been kind of hit or miss with him. He's taken some good shots, but he's also taken some very, very bad shots.
And he's kind of manhandled, by Eberly back-to-back times. It wasn't necessarily in order, but wow, Eberly had his number on those future possessions. Yeah.
Minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Columbia City leads 43-34, and we've got some underwriters for you.
WJHS posts game highlights and schedules on Facebook. Please give us a like and a follow. And tonight's game stream is brought to you by ProFed Credit Union, providing our community with modern banking services with individual attention for personal accounts and businesses alike. ProFed Credit Union specializes in savings for goals, mortgages, car loans, and business banking too. ProFed Credit Union serves Northern Indiana with a network of 37,000 plus ATMs and 12 branch locations. Now in Columbia City, all 30 near Walmart and a brand new location.
John Bledsoe saying back to courtside here at Columbia City High School for this junior varsity game. Columbia City leads over Tippecanoe Valley, 43-34 at the minute 50 left. Huge thank you to Liberty back at the station for getting us on the air as teams break huddle here from this timeout. And the Eagles will inbound the ball here. And that's Hogue getting it into Denning in the backcourt. Denning now being heavily pressured by Hamilton. Throws it back to Hogue, and Hogue will push it up the floor and get across the timeline. And I'll throw it back over to Denning on the logo. Denning now dribbling around high left as the count's put on him. And that ball gets knocked away from him, and Tippy Valley gets its hands on it. Everybody's hitting the floor now, and they're going to call a jump ball.
Yeah, that's Tippy's ball.
Yep. With a minute 32 left, it'll be Duncan to inbound it for the Vikings. He throws it into Parker in the backcourt, and Parker coming across the timeline. They have to have some sense of urgency here with a minute and a half left. Parker now jab steps, throws it into Marshall on the left wing. Marshall looking for something, throws it over to Hamilton, top of the key, rotates the floor, back over to Marshall, down to a cutting. Check that, it was Parker to Marshall on the blocks, and there's a foul on the play there as Marshall got hit in the shooting motion.
The Vikings really need that to fall.
At least I think it was in the shooting motion, was it? No, it was not. It was on the floor. Okay. Parker to inbound it with 1:14 left. Looking for something here. Looking for Johnson. No, he gets it down to Hamilton on the blocks, and he scores.
That's a great pass there.
And Hogue steps out of bounds.
This is where the Eagles have to stand, even with that miscue. The Eagles have to make a defensive stand here. I mean, it's not going to be pleasant anyway in the locker room if you get this win because you let the Vikings back in this game.
Yeah. Parker inbounding it. Throws it off of Hogue's shoe, and it goes back into his hands, and it'll still be Viking ball. Parker now inbounds it, and he throws an air pass, and that's another Viking turnover. They have that is some bad passes from the Vikings has really ruined this game for them.
They could have easily had a lead here if they had not just given the ball to the Eagles.
Hogue inbounds the ball into Denning into the backcourt, and Crawford throws it across the timeline into Hogue's hands. That was a dangerous pass. Gets it down to Hartman, and in one there for Hartman. As Hartman will make a trip to the free throw line for the old-fashioned three-point play, gets the Eagles off the schneid. Yes, he does.
Free throw.
He does.
To make it a 10-point game with 58 seconds left.
Gets the Eagles off the schneid, and he gets himself off the schneid from the free throw line. Columbia City leads 46-36.
Huge confidence builder moving forward.
58 seconds left now. Columbia City bringing full court pressure. Parker now in the backcourt being heavily pressured by Eberle. Throws it into the left corner to Hamilton. Down to a cutting Johnson. That's knocked away by Hogue. Viking ball. 49 seconds left. Columbia City leads by 10. Tippecanoe Valley has the ball just under the left portion of their basket. Parker now throws it into Johnson on the right block. Johnson making a move, puts up a shot, and he's fouled. As that foul is going to be on Eberle. That's a size mismatch there. Eberle being, Eberle is 5'8" to Johnson 6'6" figure. Yeah. Yep. Johnson from the free throw line sets, fires, and he makes the first one. As he's been
6'6" big. He's
been very consistent from the free throw line. Fuller checks into the game for Crawford. As we'll see who they leave Johnson up to. As Columbia City doesn't have their quote-unquote big floor now.
There's a full shooting lineup, it almost feels like.
Yep. Johnson sets, fires for his second one, front iron, no good. Rebound goes to Denning, and Denning throws it up to Hartman. And he's fouled. As Tippy has a lot of fouls to give before.
This is going to look like the Whitco game that they played to start the year.
Yep. 41 seconds left. Columbia City leads 46-37. Hartman now to inbound the ball for the Eagles. So he gets it into Eberle into the front court, and they'll throw it back to Hartman. Hartman penetrates into the paint, throws it to Hogue, and that's an errant pass between Hogue's legs. It'll be Viking ball.
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't a miscommunication there. That was just a fluke. I mean,
Marshall inbounds the ball for the Vikings, and to Parker. Parker down the right sideline, gets down to the paint, elevates, fires, puts up it. Oh my gosh! That one falls. I wonder how many points Parker has. Oh my goodness! We don't have the we don't have the player stats on the side of the scoreboard, but I think we will for the varsity game. But he's had a considerable amount of points here in the fourth quarter. As timeout here with 26 seconds left. And Columbia City's lead is only 7, as it was once 20.
Yes, it was once 20, and that's a huge red flag. I mean,
yes.
The Eagles are going to come out hopefully with this win tonight, but the red flag that was raised was, can you hold on to a lead? Is any lead safe? If you have a 15-point lead going into the fourth quarter, I wouldn't, leave and say, the Eagles have this wrapped up, because I don't think they're at that spot in the season where they can hold a lead that's double digits and play conservative offense.
Yep. As Tippecanoe Valley will break huddle here, and Eagles to follow suit. As Ryan Comfort is getting a shout out there on the air. See 1-on-1, so we'll give it to him. Hartman to inbound the ball here for the Eagles in the backcourt, as Vikings are going to bring some heavy full court pressure. Hartman gets it into Fuller. Fuller's going to break it relatively easily here. Dribbling around now And he's going to be fouled by Parker. No, he's not. And refs are not going to call that one. And then they finally do, as it looks like Parker punched Hartman there.
Yeah.
But Hartman is... No, he's not going to go to the free throw line. I forgot. They've got, 3 fouls left to get before they get Columbia City into the bonus. Eberle to inbound it under the left portion of the Eagles basket. Eberle gets it into Hartman in the left corner. Hartman now holding it, not dribbling yet. Throws it over to Denning. Denning, and he's fouled and decked, actually.
Yeah.
And that'll be on Marshall, the 5'9" sophomore for the Vikings.
Still got fouls to give here, folks.
Yeah, 10 seconds left, though. You would think that maybe Coach Walls is going to
I don't know. They've
call
been playing pretty
off.
scrappy.
And they get it into Fuller. Fuller now into the front court, and that's going to be a jump ball. 4 seconds left.
The Eagles, I think, have the arrow here. Yeah.
Yep, they do.
I think he can come off. I think he can,
Yeah, but I don't know. It doesn't look like it.
Nope.
And they get it into Hartman. Hartman's going to be fouled. 3 seconds left, and Coach Walls is obviously disappointed by that. He's going to send Engstrand into the game. And Engstrand's going to check in for Ragan. Eberle to inbound the ball for the Eagles, gets it into Hogue. And another foul there for the Vikings. You have 2.3 seconds left. It's a 7-point game. You really think that they should call it off, but they're just not.
Yeah.
As Hogue's kind of getting a laugh out of it.
Yeah.
So he's going to make a trip to the free throw line, and he's like, come on, man, 2 seconds left.
So hopefully, he can get some points on the board here.
He can, yes.
Thing, hopefully.
Yep. Hogue sets, fires, and doesn't go in. That was a 1-on-1 opportunity. And they throw up to Parker. Parker, half-court heave. That's off the mark. And that's the end of this University game. Columbia City comes out with another win. This one over Tempe Valley. Final score 46-39. And teams will shake hands, exchange pleasantries, say good game. As we will have the Varsity game coming relatively soon. But Sam, this is, like you said, there's this red flag here for Columbia City going into next week when they have their next game. But just not closing out the game completely here, just letting Tempe Valley get back into this game as they were trailing by roughly 20 at halftime.
Yeah, there's no explanation for allowing, Tempe Valley to get within single digits this game. I understand if you allow them to chip away that lead slowly, but to have them become within striking distance, because at one point in that game, with like 4 minutes left, it felt like Tempe Valley had a chance to take the lead back, which is something that we weren't really expecting, having a 20-point lead. As we will have the appearance of your Varsity Eagles here. And same thing for the Tempe Valley Vikings. Varsity roster isn't as big as the JV roster, and I think you were right, Sam. They don't have a freshman team. Their junior varsity roster is very deep, to say the least. Yeah. But when it comes to that varsity roster you're looking at, it's mainly juniors and seniors. There's only 2 sophomores there on the lineup. One of them just played a majority of junior varsity minutes, Kyler Johnson. But they even have somebody bigger than Kyler Johnson and Dawson Perkins, 6'7". Yep. So that'll be a tough test for Crawford and Spellman or whoever they match up against. I imagine to be one of those two. Mm-hmm. But finally got the 20-minute clock running here for varsity warm-ups, and your Eagles making an appearance as they'll start their warm-up routine as they got the crowd standing on their feet. Mason Baker still injured with a stress fracture in his left ankle, so he will be out for the foreseeable future. Hopefully he comes back relatively soon. I know Seth Mills was battling that same injury, and I think it was in his right ankle, but Mills is still playing even with that stress fracture, even though it was mostly healed. He wears a boot at school, and then he plays here for this varsity team. But Baker still out with that stress fracture in his left ankle. So I haven't quite gotten a timeline on his injury. Have you, Sam? I have not. But hopefully he can make his reappearance on the hardwood here
as a starter relatively soon. But Eagles still have, even without Baker, they still got plenty of bench players to fill that void of Baker. As I haven't seen Coach Schaus yet.
No.
We saw him lingering around during the JV game, but varsity, as of right now for the varsity warm-ups, don't quite see him yet. As I don't even think that we'll have a student section tonight. It's kind of looking pretty dry there.
Grim, yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of those normal student section.
They're either on vacation.
Vacation
or just choosing not to come tonight, one of the two. But you'll have Columbia City in the all-white home jerseys with, I believe it's gold numbering and red trim. Tippy Valley, they're warming up in their candy stripe pants.
Those are not pleasing to the eye.
No, they aren't. They aren't like the IU, the crimson and the white and cream. Yeah.
When you can only have two colors on a striped pant.
Exactly.
There.
When you have three, it's kind of a eyesore, eyesore almost in the way. But yeah, we should have Andrew Thompson, Matt Curry here coming relatively soon to call the varsity game. I'm not sure where T-Bird went, but
he'll eventually come back, hopefully.
Yeah, we've got a full house over here to our left. We got the Hogues, the Hedricks, all coming out to and the Everleys too. But Jim's actually filling up decently tonight, Sam, for it being winter break. Home crowd's looking kind of full, kind of getting there. Tippy Valley traveled relatively well from what it seems like as Coach Schaus makes his appearance on the floor.
How far away is Tippy Valley?
I'm not sure. We went there for volleyball season, and it wasn't the shortest bus drive, I'll tell you that much, but it is 29 miles, 45-minute drive.
It could be worse.
It could be, you're not wrong. It could be Belmont's drive. But, I know we'll have to take that one for golf season, but
that's always the one where you're glad that
you're kind of treading it
home.
Yeah, exactly.
When you have Belmont at home, you're like, oh yeah.
Be thankful that only for my high school career I'll only have to travel to Belmont once as we hosted Belmont twice my freshman year and my junior year.
Did you play at Cross Creek?
Cross Creek, yep. Ooh. So we'll see how that shakes up. Yeah, exactly. His alma mater. As you got the junior varsity players appearing. That's Hogue, Denning, Hartman, and Four filling on the warm-ups. But we got some time to kill here. Just go ahead and talk about this varsity team 7-1 heading into tonight. They lost to Tippy Valley last year on a buzzer beater three-pointer that won the game for them. But Eagles looking to kind of change that result from last year, end up with a tally mark in the W column and improve to 8-1. I'm not sure of Valley's record. Let me look that up real quick on Max Preps. But normally it just kind of seems like we've battled. It's kind of been a tough battle for the teams in green and gold. We see it with Tippy Valley. We see it with Northridge. As Tippy Valley is coming into this game 4-3.
So I don't think Wallacey is green and gold. They're close.
They're relatively close, yeah. Green and white, yeah. But that was a very tough matchup last week as the Eagles barely squeaked out with the win there, 52-50. As they kind of let Wawasee back into that game, but they shut it down. Really good defense there in the final 30 seconds to give themselves that win. Wawasee only had 3 players score. One of them dropped 29. The other one had like 10 to 12. But yeah, that was a very hard-fought win there for Columbia City. Way to grind it out, but looking forward to tonight against Tippy Valley. Still with Mason Baker out, what do you think this Columbia City offense is going to look like, Sam?
It's going to look exactly like how we saw it when they played Wallacey, but I think you're going to see a little more comfort there, and I don't think it's going to be and you're supposed as a nail biter because this is a revenge game for them too, and I think they're coming out with some vengeance here, and I don't think that Tippy Valley understands how much the Eagles want this win.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, because Eagles have pretty much the same exact lineup as they did last year, just short Greg Bolt and Brooks Longenball. So we'll see how this Eagles team does as we've got both teams warming up here. Kind of key thing here heading forward into tonight, I guess you could say. I mean, defensively, it's going to be the biggest thing. I mean, Tippy Valley, you did say they have a 6'7" guy listed on the roster. That is Dawson Perkins, number 13. But yeah, you're not wrong, Sam. I mean, this is a Columbia City team that is hungry for this win. They're looking to extend their record or improve their record to 8-1. His coach has got some new shoes on. What?
Those are snazzy.
Nice, all white. Better not get those dirty quick, coach. The new shoes.
He upgraded from the Air Monarchs.
See, he's got his Snickers. He's got his hands on his hips. He's ready to call this game. Hot seat's hot, coach. As we've got still Matt Curry yet to show up, but you got T-Bird here. You got about 12 minutes left here in this warm-up period. But Sam, when you talk about this Tippy Valley lineup, I mean, they just posted a starting lineup. Let's see. Well, taking your Snickers with me, coach.
Well, at least for the varsity game, Curry and T-Bird will be able to look off of the box.
Yeah, exactly. They'll have everything. Your starters for the Vikings: number 1, Brandon Shepard, a 6'1" senior. Number 11, Riley Shepard, a 6'4" sophomore. Number 12, Nolan Cumberland, a 6'3" junior. Number 13, Dawson Perkins, at 6'7" senior. And number 23, Tate Kaiser, a 6'1" junior. So they're coming with some size there. Everyone on that lineup is over 6 foot. They've got, let's see, you got 6 foot, 6'4", 6'3", 6'7", 6'2". So relatively big lineup there for Tippy Valley, Sam.
Yeah.
And then for your Columbia City starting lineup, number 4, Seth Mills, the 6'2" senior. Number 5, Jackson Crawford, a 6'5" senior. Number 10, Andrew Hedrick, the 6'1" junior guard that has been leading this Columbia City offense very, very well. Number 20, Alex Hedrick gets the start tonight, a 6'2" senior coming back this year after a 2-year hiatus, as well as Elias Spellman getting that last starting spot, the 6'4" senior. So very kind of senior-esque lineup here for Matt Schaus, as he's got 4 seniors in that starting lineup, with Andrew Hedrick being the only junior. So come next year for the Columbia City Eagles, they're going to have those 5 seniors leave, but I feel like they're just going to reload, Sam. I have that feeling. I mean, they've got some talent there on the junior varsity bench. Guys are ready to step up, make those moves up there.
And the other thing they accomplished right now with this young of a varsity lineup, there's going to be even more pressure on them next year. They have to do better than what they did the previous year.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, obviously they closed out Wayne earlier in the season, and that was at Grace. That was the first week of winter break, where they finally closed out Wayne. That was a good win for them, being able to close that game out. I mean, Wayne over the past couple of years, I mean, they haven't been like a super talented team. They've just kind of been scrappy. And they just put points on the board. They're able to. So we'll potentially face them come sectional time, and come sectional time when we do, if we do play them.
Revenge game.
Yeah, it's gonna be a revenge game for Wayne, but then also for us too. I mean, we got them in the regular season, but then they got us in sectional last year, coming back from, I think it was trailing 14 in the fourth quarter, and they came all the way back and won that sectional game to move on. They did not win the sectional title, though. That was obviously Homestead, as they had a very, very loaded lineup.
You've got an almost Purdue Boilermakers lineup.
Yeah, you have Fletcher. Last year you had Fletcher Lawyer, Luke Goody. You had 2 of those stars leading that Spartans team. As we travel to play Homestead here within the coming weeks. It's either next week or the following week on one of the Tuesdays. I know that. got 9 minutes left here in this warm-up period. Andrew Thompson already here courtside chatting it up with a couple of coaches in his fresh white shoes. See if we can keep those closed during golf season.
Are those
Adidas? They may be. Yeah, they're not Vans. I don't.
Not Vans on that night. I think they're Adidas.
Yeah, they are Adidas. I think I kind of see the imprint there in white. But for those of you that maybe don't know Coach Thompson, he rarely gets kind of new shoes. He likes to wear out his footwear.
Unless he's doing a triathlon, he got those snazzy blue ones.
Ironman training for Coach Thompson. But we've got about 8 minutes left, and just talk about some other Columbia City sports real quick. Girls basketball, they are 14-0. Next game is on January 4th. As they will look to improve their record at 15-0, and then looking at an undefeated season. Last sectional title was 2000, and looking to add the number 22 there on that board. But kind of key thing there, they do not play Homestead in the regular season. So as far as how they will look, I mean, Homestead's always been kind of a powerhouse when it comes to basketball, in both boys and girls. Girls won the Spartans girls team won sectional last year over the Lady Eagles. But hopefully when the Lady Eagles get down to that sectional final game, potentially against Homestead, it will be a different outcome. Lady Eagles hopefully looking for that sectional title, moving on to regionals, and Coach Shearer would hopefully put a smile on Coach Shearer's face, as we maybe don't see smiles on Coach Shearer's face often. But
if you beat Norwell or
Warsaw, she's definitely got a smile on her face after those games for sure.
But the Eagles, hopefully, if they make it to Homestead in the sectional play, they're going to have to face, I think it's Ayana Patterson, I believe. I mean, the second best player in the class of 2022 for girls basketball, they're going to have to face. And was highlighted on, I think it was overtime or something like that, because she can get up, she can dunk. And when you sign with UConn, she signed with UConn, I think she signed when she was her junior year, and she won a gold medal or something with FIBA.
Seems like a threat. Yeah, exactly. So Eagles will have to take care of that one. Lady Eagles don't really have much size this season, but their physicality and their speed is really what sets them apart from their opponents. And then as far as wrestling, we didn't get the final results from their tournament the past couple days, but we had several wrestlers move on in that tournament over in Ohio, I believe it was. Maggard placed 6 out of 20. And then you had, I think it was Driver who had it to wrestle in the semifinals. Reed advanced, and then Gorey advanced, and then Park, Krause, English, and Sanderson were all eliminated. The only thing I know is Maggard's result of 6th, but didn't quite get those final results from that tournament. Swimming, have they had any meets over winter break? I don't think they have they? I haven't heard any news. I haven't seen anything on Mr. Leach's Twitter page. But got about 5 minutes left here in this warm-up period, and we'll go ahead and throw it over to Andrew Thompson. But once again, telling you that your junior varsity Eagles won their game over Tippecanoe Valley. For my broadcast partner, Sam Bechtel, this is Sean Bledsoe saying so long from Columbia City High School. And Andrew Thompson is on the mic.
Yes. So, welcome to the broadcast. Sure you heard the young men do the JV contest there. It was a pretty good ball game, really.
It was. It came down to the wire.
Yep.
Columbia City kind of let them back into it, but they were able to close it out with some tough defense and being able to stifle that guard. I think it was Parker. Parker, I think he had at least like 15 in the fourth quarter. He was on fire there.
Yeah, Parker's a traditional name over at Tippecanoe Valley over the years. They come in at 3-4. Glad you're with us tonight. Sean will sit in for Matt Curry tonight, who had to pull out late. If he wants to. Comfort was bidding to take your spot.
Yeah, he's like, you're going to let me do radio for Curry?
Yeah, he wants to come in.
He had the little sad emoji. He wants to do it, but he's got the video board to run.
Oh, the video board.
Yeah, he's got that to run. So.
Oh my. Yeah, give me. Oh, did I eat all that?
No, you did eat all of it. You didn't finish your Gatorade though. I'll give you that.
I need that. So, Columbia City after a Tuesday night victory, well, now 9 days ago, up at the Hardwood TP in Syracuse. Christmas and some time off here. Mason Baker will still be out in the boot tonight with that stress fracture. I think they're kind of saving him to open up conference play again against Belmont. So Tippy Valley, the usual, although I get their big man is, I believe, suspended, and when I was talking to some of the Valley brass. So
Dawson Perkins, the 6'7" senior.
Yeah, as far as I know, he's out of the lineup.
Oh,
the big JV guy, 54, I think is going to be on their dressing varsity. I don't know if they'll play, but
yeah,
the lots of couple of Hall of Famers in the building tonight. Of course, the legendary Bill Patrick helping his son Chad coach Tippy Valley. Of course, long time at Sydney High School, and then Whitco, and then Tippy Valley. Well over 700 wins. Had a chance to talk to Bill a little bit during the JV game. Always nice to talk to a legend. And also a radio legend, Rita Price from WRSW up there in the corner. She's a Hall of Famer. So 2 Hall of Famers in the building tonight, Bill Patrick and Rita Price. And also see Coach Teagle from Huntington scouting tonight. So kind of some big shots in the barn, so to speak. And Valley's gone down. Well, their locker room, the old school term, going down. But you have to find a real old arena around to go down to your locker room. Hinkle Fieldhouse would be one that you would think of in that regard. But,
yeah. Yep.
Have you been to Hinkle?
Down at Butler, yes, I have.
It's awesome.
Yep.
You go down.
It's a great energy. Yeah. I mean, I've been down there for multiple basketball camps down for the Butler basketball camps. There, sir. Back in oh gosh, it was Brad Stevens' days.
Yeah.
I was down there.
Still there.
Yeah, I wish he was too. Trust me, he was a great coach down there at Butler.
So the Vikings come walking out the locker room. They're going to be dressed in the Kelly green tonight, the yellow numerals. And they're wearing the candy striped warm-ups. The Valley Vikings. I know I bring it up every year on the broadcast, but they did win the last one-class sectional at Columbia City's old gym, 33-32 over Columbia City back in '97. And what was not an offensive juggernaut that night for either team, but they did win the last one-class tournament in 1997 in our building. So the officials are on the floor. They're ready to go. Bob Childers, Bryce Kaler, Shane Salisbury. Salisbury Steak? Heard that?
Yeah, I have heard of Salisbury Steak.
Shane Salisbury. So Coach Hoppy's going over the usual pomp and circumstance here, and
can't wait for this introduction, Coach. It feels like
the lights.
Yes, exactly. Gives me chills every time. It's
neat.
It's so cool.
We'd have never been able to do anything like this in the old gym. It'd take the lights 10 minutes to come back on, but only got an eagle up there. They've got the spotlight. Look at that.
Ooh.
So that's kind of cool.
Fancy.
Flag comes down out of the ceiling. And we'll be set and ready for the national anthem here momentarily. Columbia City dressed in the home whites tonight, the old gold numerals, the maroon trim. Full lineup except for Baker being out of the lineup. Everybody else in good health, from what I understand from Coach Will. National anthem.
Gentlemen, remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
All right, the national anthem here at Columbia City High School tonight. Introduction set to go. A good crowd here tonight.
Very good crowd, especially for winter break.
Yeah, not so many students tonight.
Yeah, as most of them are probably on vacation enjoying their time off.
Tippecanoe Valley always travels well, and no exception tonight. So we're going to look at the Valley Vikings. Usually a physical ball club, pretty much a farm school out in the middle of nowhere between Mentone and Akron, for those of you that don't know. So the starting lineups, Braden Shepard wears number 1, a 6-foot junior. No positions given. Number 11, Riley Shepard, a 6'4" sophomore. Number 12, Nolan Cumberland. They've got plenty of Cumberlands over there. 6'3" junior. 14, Dominic Welk, 6'4" junior. 23 is Tade Kaiser, 6'2" junior. Chad Patrick, the head coach, assisted by Nick Kindig, B.J. Walls, and the legendary Bill Patrick. So then on starters being introduced for Columbia City.
Number 15, Rhett Wilson. Number 21,
And they're throwing T-shirts up into the crowd.
And number 30, Brady Hartman.
So there go the lights.
Oh, yep. She's about to write something down, and
we got that phone light.
oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, but I don't want to blind people.
So the video board going up there. I don't think they show that on the broadcast on the YouTube thing. Maybe, I don't know. But
Possibly. I'm not sure if we got a camera on or not, but
yeah, it is really cool. Some of the highlights from last year, of course, and some from this year. And really neat to see. So I guess the team and the crowd fired up. So everybody amped up. And the Valley players taking a look at that for the most part. Glad we aren't over there tonight. Foggy and radio.
yeah, exactly.
Radio is tough over there.
That fog came in really, really quickly.
Yep.
I remember I was in Fort Wayne earlier this afternoon. I got in there early or late morning, and there was pretty much no fog. And then when I left, walked out of the building, is like, wow, visibility just pretty much went to zero.
So Seth Mills gets the start tonight, a senior guard. And Jackson Crawford, another senior, down in the post. And Andrew Hedrick, a junior, played point. And Alex Hedrick gets the start. And Elias Spellman, wingman, number 24. Matt Schaus in season number 2 here at Columbia City.
Mr. Bryce Taylor, Mr. Shane Salisbury, and Mr. Bob Childers.
So crowd settling in, and the lights up quickly. You almost get blinded by the light. To borrow a line from Manfred Mann's Earth Band. Your dad might know what that.
My dad probably does know
I'm
that.
sure he knows what
Yes,
that is.
yeah, I mean, have you met my father? He's
I have.
He's a history buff.
I have. So, set ready to go. Let's see. Jumping center for Tippecanoe Valley is Dominic Welk, 6'4" against. Spellman's going to jump instead of Crawford. So Bob Childers, the lead official, has the ball. There's the whistle, and the ball is in the air and tap controlled easily by Columbia City. We're underway. Here's Andrew Hedrick. Drifts left of the key, directs a little traffic. They sit back in a 2-3 zone, it appears. Now Mills up top, shoves it off Hedrick. Oh, load up a tray early. Bingo! Wow.
Great. It was just a smart shot there.
Alex Hedrick.
Great shot there from Hedrick. He knew he had separation, and he knows he can knock down that three from pretty much anywhere.
So a quick 3-0 lead for the home team. The Vikings back with Kaiser. Flips it up to Shepard. Well, we got Shepard and Shepard. I better get that figured out. I'm sure I'll misstep on that many times. And here's Braden Shepard. Cross for Riley Shepard. And into the paint. Nice move. Spin by Cumberland off the glass. A little strong. Crawford had a hand on it, and it ends up with Alex Hedrick. And back and score.
That was
Spellman.
Spellman just running the floor, knowing that he's got that jump on those defenders.
So Valley back, 5-0 Eagles, a minute 3 gone, almost stripped by a Hedrick. They throw it in the corner. Cumberland's got it over there, up the wing. Now here's a long one by Shepard. 3-point goal, he scores. Riley Shepard.
That was a deep three from the parking lot, as you'd like to say, Coach.
Yep, so 5-3. Good crisp pace this one so far. Crawford, his first touch, way out on the right wing. Now Hendricks got it. Back up to Crawford, around for Andrew Hedrick. And Mills will load up a three. No, just off the mark, wide. A rebound to Riley Shepard, and here come the Vikings. Lead pass quickly into the front court. Braden Shepard. And now Cumberland over the left side. Shepard makes the move. Now Braden Shepard's got it. Nice throw into Welk. He lost the handle. Good defense by the Eagles. And Cumberland to Braden Shepard. 5-3 Columbia City, 2 minutes now gone. First quarter. And wide right, Riley Shepard. And Braden Shepard. And Cumberland, high left. Into the corner. They don't take the three. Braden Shepard drives. It's an unsuspecting Riley Shepard. He dumps it off the corner. Columbia City really putting the heat on him defensively. They get it down to the free throw line with Welk. Welk backed off the play. This has been about a minute possession. Riley Shepard spins. Nice job by Alex Hedrick to shut him down. Now Tate Kaiser. Cumberland. And down in the right wing corner, Shepard. Riley Shepard. Out of the corner. Columbia City's stifled him so far. Kaiser. There's a long three. That's off the mark. Nice rebound by Mills. Boy, did he sky. And Columbia City back quickly. 5-3. Andrew Hedrick tried to shove the forearm into his man. Has it back in the corner from brother Alex. Spellman up top. Back to Andrew Hedrick. Andrew down to the baseline. Oh, nice reverse. Oh, he missed it. Mills has the loose ball. Now Crawford down the lane. Scores. What a running teardrop there.
Yeah, Crawford just kind of had all day in the paint there. Everybody crashed down to where Andrew Hedrick was, and it just left Crawford wide open.
Yep. So, 4.5 here for the first quarter. 7-3 Columbia City. There's a long three off the green, against the green. No good by Kaiser. And Andrew Hedrick back quickly. It's a cutting Spellman. Oh, and he hit the bottom of the backboard. Ran out of room down there. And lead pass ahead. Now Valley back into the front court. Blocking foul on Alex Hedrick. As Riley Shepard made the move.
Yeah, I don't think Alex was quite set there. He was still kind of moving. He had his feet was nearly set. Just contact came right before.
So that's the first foul of the ball game. Free throw, bounding, no good by Riley Shepard. Score remains 7-3. 4:20 to go. Quick moving first quarter, just one foul. Letting them play. And that one good by Riley Shepard. Makes it 7-4 at the 4:20 mark. And now they put a little pressure on Alex Hedrick. Up to Mills. Mills will take it to the front court. High right. Then Andrew Hedrick takes over. Puts it on the floor. Penetrates on the fly. Pass deflected. And that went off of Jackson Crawford. Turnover Eagles.
It's the first one of the game for either squad.
I was just going to wonder about that. He had a man down on the baseline, but just nice defense by Valley. They tipped it away. Under 4 first, 7-4 C-City over Tippecanoe Valley. Riley Shepard up Braden Shepard. Wild pass down the corner. Nice job by Alex Hedrick to steal it. And he gets mugged on the play. And it'll be a foul.
That was just really good defense there by Alex Hedrick. He wasn't completely staying really attached to his man, but he kind of recognized that pass was going to be underthrown, and he just capitalized on it.
Baseball pass into the front court. Spellman traveled. So he tried to go quickly underneath for Crawford.
Yeah, he saw that Crawford was wide open, just took one too many steps.
Things happened a little too quick there for the Eagles. 7-4 they lead it. 3:40 to go in the first. And Kaiser brings it to the midcourt stripe. Braden Shepard around the key right. Now to Riley Shepard. He holds and gives it off to Kaiser. And back up top, Braden Shepard. Left side now for Cumberland. And Kaiser. Kaiser spins, ran out of room, stolen by the Eagles. Here comes Spellman, had it almost stolen back. Then he traveled. Things just got a little out of sorts there.
Yeah, I was going to say, just as soon as we said that there was only one turnover in the game, now we have 5 between both teams.
Yeah, right, your turnovers. 3:14 to go in the first. Columbia City by 3, 7-4. Braden Shepard Off for Cumberland. Cumberland down the lane, scores on a runner.
It's just a really good move there by Cumberland. He just, you knew that the paint was a bit open there, and he kind of saw that gap and took it.
Andrew Hedrick to the front court, dumps it off to Mills on the fly, left side, back up to Andrew Hedrick. To Spellman, back to Andrew up top, left side Mills, dumps it down low to Crawford. There's going to be a foul on Tippy Valley. That Welk over the top.
14, Dominic Wilson, foul. Into the Eagle, number 15, Brett Wilson.
As your defensive player of the year checks into the game, Rhett Wilson.
Yep. Talked to his brother Mitch before the game. And Valley sending a couple people, new subs in. Landon Walters, 5'11" senior. And let's see, where's the big guy down there that came in? 32, Nice. So Alex Hedrick, ball out of bounds on the common foul. 2:40 to go in the first. 7-6 Columbia City. Andrew Hedrick spins, throws it off now to Mills. Mills tries the baseline, dumps it down low. Crawford, there's a bunny, scores. Crawford with an easy 2.
Yeah, Crawford just getting that separation, just having an easy little bunny there, like you said.
9-6, first touch for Nice down on the baseline, throws it back up to Cumberland. And across for Walters. Now down in the corner, they give it to Riley Shepard. He penetrates, elevates, fires, scores. Nice move by Riley Shepard.
Yeah, Shepard just being able to elevate and just kind of jump over the defenders like that is pretty much easy business from there once he elevated.
Andrew Hedrick into the front court. They break the press. Andrew's floater, rims out. Rebound Crawford. Crawford, jump hook, scores.
As Crawford just being tough underneath there. Again, just kind of the same thing as Shepard did, just elevated and made sure that he was above his defenders before he took that shot.
Walters, bounce pass right side, there's a 3, score! Riley Shepard. So Riley Shepard, another 3, and it's 11-11. And Hedrick lost the ball, scramble, Valley out of there with it, and here they come, lead pass ahead, Kaiser a 3, and didn't get the roll, and that's off of Valley, Columbia City ball.
Just kind of a fast sequence there with how Tippy Valley is applying that full court pressure. It almost looks like a 1-2-2 trap, I think is kind of what they're running. It looks like he's going to fall into, it's kind of a diamond there in the backcourt, but still.
Andrew Hedrick to Crawford, jump pass across to Wilson, safely into the front court with 1:05 to go. First quarter, 11-11 our score. Alex Hedrick into the paint, nice feed to Wilson. Back door, he goes to Crawford, scores.
Wilson just realized his position on the court there. He was under the basket, didn't really have a shot, and then he saw Crawford open there and just saw that easy 2.
Walters, now down to the baseline, Riley Shepard elbows his man off the play, short from 10 on the baseline. Crawford clears. Wilson throws it to Alex Hedrick, and he'll give it to Andrew. Yeah, so walk to the midcourt stripe with 33 seconds. And a 2-point Columbia City lead. It's been a good one.
As it looks like Columbia City may just be holding for 1 here.
So Andrew Hedrick maintains the dribble, 5 count on. He's got to get rid of it, gives it to Alex Hedrick. Alex weasels in and out of traffic. Now gets it up to Mills. Mills being badgered by Braden Shepard. Andrew Hedrick at 10, stands on the center circle. Gonna have to move it. Andrew puts it on the floor, drives, got the roll.
Jeez, what an athletic
Andrew
move there.
Crawford steals at the buzzer. 15-11 after 1.
Oh my goodness, that move by Andrew Hedrick there in the paint. He gets down to the left block and then he just shifts all of his momentum to his right side. And then that's an easy layup there just because nobody's suspecting him to transfer his momentum all the way to his right side.
So underwriters tonight, City Auto Mall, home of the best sellers from Ford and Chevy alike. F-150, Escape, Chevy Silverado, and Blazer. City Auto Mall offers a vast collection of cars, straightforward financing options, and ASC-certified mechanics for repairs and maintenance right off Highway 30 in Columbia City. City Auto Mall may be reached by phone or social media. CityAutomall.com. Also, Flowtech Plumbing and Heating, serving locally for 30 years. More information is available at FlowTechPNH.com. Profit Credit Union, providing our community with modern banking services. Individual attention to personal accounts and businesses alike. Profit Credit Union specializes in savings, mortgages, car loans, and business banking too. And they are now in Columbia City off the Walmart Drive. What do we got? What do we have here?
Some stats.
4 turnovers for the Eagles. 8 for Jackson Crawford, 2 for Andrew Hedrick, 3 for Alex Hedrick, 2 Elias Spellman. Sean Bledsoe with instant stats.
Try to be instant.
He's faster than the computer, I think. Turnovers 3 for the Vikings, and 9 for Riley Shepard, and 2 for Cumberland. That's the end of the parade there, thank you. So underway second quarter, the Vikings with the basketball. And they trail by 4 to the home-standing Eagles. And nice move into the paint, but shut off nicely by Andrew Hedrick. Now up top, it's Walters. Then he'll flip it around, Braden Shepard. He's watched by Spellman, wide on the right side, Cumberland. Cumberland outside the arc, to the elbow, cut off nicely. Left side now, Walters. And Cumberland. Braden Shepard, outside the arc, penetrates, kicks it off. And here's a long 3. Cumberland scores.
Just left Cumberland wide open there on the left wing. He just can't do that.
15-14. Columbia City by 1. Wilson picked his dribble up on the hot seat. 10 seconds.
That's just tough. That's tough defense there by Tippy Valley. I mean, we've kind of seen we've been able to break their full court pressure relatively easily, but just that one possession there just.
Well, Rhett probably needed to just take that right across the line.
Yeah, exactly. And
pick his dribble up just shy, and that got him on the hot seat real quick. Columbia City by 1. Braden Shepard across, and they throw it to a streaking Cumberland. Scores? No. Basket wiped out. Player control foul.
And yet again, that is Rhett Wilson hitting the deck.
So wipe out the basket. Second foul on Valley, player control foul. Gives it back to Columbia City. And that's a turnover for Valley. Minute 12 gone, second quarter, 15-14 Columbia City's lead. Now Wilson in the left side. Across for Andrew Hedrick, almost a 10 count again. Now Spellman kicks it off to Crawford, baseline corner. He shoots an air ball, real strong, but nice job by Rhett Wilson to get it. Loose ball, Columbia City, they get another chance. Spellman runs out of real estate. Andrew Hedrick down in the paint, has stripped by Braden Shepard. Here they come. Cumberland off. Scores!
Yeah, Cumberland is just playing really, really physical on the defensive side of the ball, and then on the offensive side of the ball. He's been able to drive, but then he's also been able to just kind of shoot the lights out of the ball as well. 16-15, Valley gets their first lead of the night. And they send 3 subs to the scorers table. Walls and Kaiser and I can't figure the other one out the back, but we'll figure that out later. So Columbia City down 16-15. Moreover Ice Cream Shop, building flavors from scratch. Moreover offers ice cream flavors including sunny chocolate, nut-free, strawberry, or nut-free. Then strawberry jam, Rocky Road, and custom candy pecan. Moreover also offers family sundae, soft serve, shakes, and tumbleweeds. Gluten-free desserts that accompany ice cream. Moreover is a plant-based ice cream shop tailored to those who have either a sensitivity to dairy, allergens, or taking a more healthy approach to eating. Moreover Ice Cream, located across from the furniture store in downtown Columbia City. So a full timeout for Coach Chad Patrick and the Vikings. And they have their first lead of the night, 16-15. So the Eagles need to figure out how to break this press a little bit. That, but then I'd imagine in that huddle, Coach House was just telling the guys, like, let's breathe. You guys know how to break this press. You've done it multiple times before at the beginning of this game.
Well, you got to keep it. You got to get it to the middle of the floor.
Yeah, exactly. You cannot put it on the sidelines and have that trap form on you.
Uh-oh, look out. Crawford, long pass, and he missed a bunny. Oh, my. And Valley out of there with it. Nolan Cumberland. Into the corner now for 0. Cooper Walls has checked into the ball game. Top Kaiser. Walls. Jump pass into the corner now for Cumberland. And roaming across the top, Kaiser throws it to Walls. Back up to Kaiser. He fakes the 3. Throws it back to Walls. Walls, he's got some speed. Throws it back out top. And Walls has it back in the corner. Now down there is Shepard. Back up the wing, Cumberland. And losing the handle temporarily was Welk. And now Walls in trouble, but Welk comes up to get the pass. Valley pretty patient. Columbia City defense good as well. There's one from the parking lot. Score!
Jeez.
Cade Kaiser They have all 8 points this quarter. Holy smokes, was that a good one. Yes, he had all day. We get it across, and Valley by 4. Into the corner, Rhett Wilson's alone for 3. Oh, in and out, no good. Crawford, the putback, no good. Coach Schaus wants a foul, not going to get it. There was contact, but they rule it incidental. Looks like Crawford hopefully can finish the next few of those. They drive to the bucket, kick it off, Walls out of the corner for 3. Air ball, rebound Andrew Hedrick, and he jumped past to look out, Spellman. Wow, my.
What a clean move there by Elias Spellman.
Timeout.
The fake pass, their Euro step, just to have that open layup right there. That was very clean there.
He gets a long way on not many steps, but what a move by Spellman. 1917, Valley's shuffling more people out and in. So let's look at some more underwriters tonight. Morse's Builders Mart, located at 516 East Van Buren in Columbia City, locations in Huntington, Wabash, Warsaw, Goshen, or online at morsesbuildersmart.com. Serving Northeast Indiana since 1871. Morse's Lumber. In fact, speaking of that, I saw Bobby Morse's tonight. He's in the crowd. Home from Florida for a little while. A lot of people I know here tonight that I've seen. Good holiday crowd. So Valley basketball leading by 2. 4:39 to go in the half. A quick moving ball game. Only 4 fouls. So the Vikings back with it. There's Braden Shepard. And left side Cumberland's got it. Check that. That's Kaiser. Now down on the wing they have Walters, who's back. Walters right corner with it. Braden Shepard now sends it off to Riley Shepard. High left, dumps a pass down low. And Neese with it, doesn't want anything to do with it. Throws it back out to Walters. Now Riley Shepard. He tries to make the move. Nice job by Wilson to shut him off. And Walters. Back up top, Braden Shepard kicks it off to Walters in the corner. Walters shoved off the play a bit by Andrew Hedrick. Now a long 3. Riley Shepard off the mark. Finally he missed.
Yes.
And Alex Hedrick corrals the rebound. And Andrew Hedrick to the front court with 3:50 to go in the half. He's going all the way in. Look out. Score! Wow. Fade away.
We've seen that so much from Andrew Hedrick this season, how he's just able to get down into the paint or around the paint, create separations that he can have that mid-range jumper or that shot off the block.
19-19, here's an Andrew Hedrick steal. Back in the front court. 1 man to beat. Layup, score! Columbia City back in the lead. So Columbia City's Hedrick, a steal and a bucket. And all of a sudden the home team back in the lead with 3:20 to go in the half. And up top now it's Kaiser. Throws it over for Walters. And they throw it over for Riley Shepard. He's dancing around the corner. Stolen by Mills. Nice job by Mills. Throws to Spellman. He'll take it to the front court. Spellman shakes and bakes into the corner and up to Andrew Hedrick. Cross court, Rhett Wilson has time. He drives. Look out.
Wow.
Score.
What a move there by Rhett. Just a crossover, being able to shake his man, and then just an easy layup from there on in.
Rhett Wilson with 2 more in Columbia City. Goes up by 4. We were just down by 5 not too long ago. We give up a layup, but they miss it. And here comes Andrew Hedrick. Kicks it to a cutting Spellman. He gets shoved off the play. And
nearly hits the bleachers, too. He slid far there.
And they're going to say off of Spellman, which it was. They didn't call contact. Coach Schaus chose the referee a bit. But
Number 5, Jackson Crawford.
Crawford back in for Mills. So 2:37 to go in the half. 23-19 Columbia City. And what's been a good ball game. 3-4 Vikings against the 7-1 Eagles. So the Vikings with Cumberland. Sends it over to Braden Shepard. He dances around with it. Left side high Walters. Throws it down in the corner now. Cumberland's got it. Here's a cutting Braden Shepard. And throws it back out. Walters over for Braden Shepard. They throw it in. And that's off of Alex Hedrick. Nice D there for Alex.
Yeah, I think it was a kind of a combination there between Alex and Jackson Crawford. I think Crawford was the one that kind of got that pass down to the blocks kind of knocked away.
Ooh, and dangerously close to over and back as but he maintained his step. And there's a 3. That's off the mark. No good by Walters. Loose ball Spellman. Spellman takes off. Lead pass ahead. Andrew Hedrick with room into the paint. Kick pass up to Rhett Wilson. Wilson backed off the play. Spellman bobbles it. Throws it down to Crawford. Crawford going to back in on the baseline. And, oh my gosh, how did that roll across the flange? No good. Heavy collision down there. Valley out of the screen, but we got a man down still. That's Crawford. Get back in the play, and a long three. Off the mark, no good by Cumberland. And Andrew Hedrick the rebound.
That's a good defensive stand there for Columbia City with Crawford kind of trailing behind the play there.
Yeah, he was shaken up on the last play, backed up, no worse for wear, and a cutting, Andrew Hedrick, basket counts, he's knocked down, and a Tippecanoe Valley foul.
I almost thought that they didn't call that one. I didn't hear the whistle.
Number 1, Braden Shepard with the foul.
Braden Shepard the foul.
That's his first. Team's fourth.
So minute 17 to go in half, 25-19. Bills is coming back, probably going to get Crawford, nope. Wilson, nope. Spellman. I thought maybe Crawford since he...
Third time's the charm there, Coach.
Yeah, he's claiming he looks like he's got, well, he keeps rubbing his ear like he's got blood, but yeah, we do have blood, I think. Yep, they're getting the trainer, blood on the floor, so, well, Crawford is going to have to come out if there's blood, or maybe it's Valley.
It may be Valley, yeah. I think I'm looking at Crawford's left ear. He's not bleeding there.
It's red, but 25-19 your score, minute 17 to go. Apparently it's the Valley player that has blood. And they're giving Chad Patrick his options.
Yeah, it's just a nosebleed.
So he'll bring Walters back on the walls. Check that. Captain Klimek checking in.
Marty Klimek.
Captain Klimek, waiting for him to show up in the house here. So Columbia City will shoot. Coach Schaus out on the floor instructing Crawford a bit. Andrew Hedrick, bingo, three-point play.
The old-fashioned way.
The old-fashioned way, correct. 26-19 is Eagles, who went down by 6 at one point, are back up 7. And we have a holding foul on Tippy Valley as they threw the ball away.
Yeah, I wasn't sure wasn't sure what that call was going to be at first because Mills did kick the ball, but the foul came first.
So they give it to Braden Shepard. Walters in for Walls. So here we go. Common foul gives it back to Columbia City out of bounds. Andrew Hedrick up top. Crawford from the free throw line. No good. He hits the deck. Valley the rebound. And into the front court. Look out here. We got Walters. To Kaiser around for Braden Shepard. Throws it off to Walters. Wide on the right side. Kaiser. Down low. And back up top they go to Shepard. And Cumberland dancing around. Walters. Wide right, and there's Kaiser with it on the right side up top. Braden Shepard, quick first step, throws it out. Oh, a wide open three. That's off the mark, no good by Kaiser. Loose ball, Mills, saves it to Crawford. Gets it to a cutting Andrew Hedrick. To the front court we go. Andrew Hedrick spins. Gets a block from behind by Braden Shepard out of bounds.
That was a great hustle there by, was that Shepard or was that Welk? I wasn't sure. Welk. Yeah, he coming because he got knocked off the play here on their end of the floor, and then he just came jogging back, and he saw that Hedrick was keeping the ball in the paint, and just a really good athletic play there to be able to block that shot.
Ball out of bounds to Columbia City. 16 seconds for the half. Rhett Wilson deep left corner. Up top, Andrew Hedrick. Andrew stands near center court, down to 10. He's going to have to make a move with 7. And Andrew fade away from the blocks, well off the mark. Crawford couldn't handle the rebound. Loose ball, stolen by Mills. Buzzer. And the end of the half. Your score, 26-19 in favor of Columbia City. As we went down, 19-15, and then came back
down 4. Yep.
And then we got the. Holy smokes, that is a 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11-point run to finish the half for the Eagles. 11-0 run. All right, Sean's instant stats.
Big G's.
R.D. Schrader walking by, my classmate. So, Mills held scoreless. Jackson Crawford had 8. In the half, Andrew Hedrick 9. 2 for Rhett Wilson, 3 for Alex Hedrick, had the opening points. And Elias Spellman 4. 7 Columbia City turnovers. And they have 7 turnovers. Riley Shepard 9, Nolan Cumberland 7, and 3 for Tate Kaiser. So they've only got 3 guys in the scoring column. Columbia City really did play some good defense there and kind of shut off some of their guys. But as the crowd mills about for the shootout. So, update, girls basketball was canceled tonight at South Bend Riley due to staffing shortages apparently. And that will not be made up. So Lady next action Tuesday night at Churubusco. And then the Northwood game, which was supposed to be this past Tuesday for the boys, got moved back to next Tuesday the 4th. So the boys in Northwood here is what we'll do. So the Lady Eagles will be up at Churubusco, who played in the Hoosier gym the other day against Garrett. Kind of neat for them. And so that's kind of the way we're going. And then the Lady Eagles get back into conference play on the weekend. Next Friday, traveling to the TP in Decatur to play the Belmont Squaws. I think they still call them the Squaws. I would imagine that's still politically correct, but I don't know. But, and then the boys will play Northwood and Belmont. As they will host Belmont next Saturday here as we head into 2022. Hard to believe.
Yeah, graduation can't get very quick there, Coach.
Well, it'll come quicker than you think, and no, I think it's the day after the golf regionals. What I think, and it like June 11th.
Yep. It's so I think regional is the 10th, which is a Thursday, and then graduation is the Friday.
I remember they used to fall on sectional Friday. And we had that, have it to a couple times back 15 and 16, 14. So thankfully that got moved, or the golf sectional, whatever the case. But so 2022, here we come. Last broadcast for 2021. New Year's Eve tomorrow. Ooh, Ian Clifford, our big wrestler, just took a shot.
They just got back from a wrestling tournament.
Yeah, they were in Defiance. Clifford missed. So probably too much power from his wrestling moves there. He didn't even hit the rim, but we'll let him slide. He's been wrestling and lifting weights. So they're firing him up. The 3-point Big G shootout. Been a cash cow for years at our ball games. Thanks to Big G's for that. And talked about a couple underwriters here. Indiana Physical Therapy, offering the highest credentialed therapists in the area, treating all walks of life, from PEs to professionals to Olympians. 18 locations in northern Indiana, including Fort Wayne, Angola, Auburn, Bluffton, Decatur, Elkhart, Goshen, Huntington, and Warsaw, and in Columbia City next to Oriental Buffet. Indiana Physical Therapy, online at indianapt.com. Myers Hockenmeyer McNagny LLP, they're the timeout underwriter tonight, located across the post office, Columbia City, 248-2224, and on the web at whitleylaw.com. And those are the 2 we didn't hit. I don't believe in the first half, so we will. Mike and Son Satellite did not get them in. Authorized dish network and TV provider, direct TV provider, offering an 8-bay antenna TV hookup from Channel Master. It's up to 40 local channels from South Bend to Fort Wayne. They're an authorized dish network and direct TV provider, I might add. And 30 years of service experience. Mike is here locally, hands-on for every customer. Mike and Son Satellite. Telephone 260-213-3251, or on Facebook at Mike and Sons Satellite.com. So as your underwriters, Andrew Thompson, Sean Bledsoe tonight. And we have a good one, 26-19 in favor of Columbia City. As Columbia City rallied from a 7-point deficit. And the Eagles back to the floor already. Coach Schaus must have had a quick talk.
Yeah, I would imagine that. Just a couple of things that he would highlight there at halftime is just Hey, just keep up the lockdown defense. I mean, it's really been strong underneath. They have really not allowed much in the paint there for Tippy Valley, forcing them to shoot the outside shot. And I feel like Tippy Valley kind of realized that throughout the mid-first quarter that, you know, down low they may not have those opportunities that they may not usually have.
Tyler Barnhart off the mark
yes.
from a three-point shootout. We got to get that in there. Oh, he takes another one.
Back iron, no good. But yeah, I would imagine that he was, that Coach Schaus would say, keep up the good defense, make them and force them to shoot those outside shots, but then contest those as well. And then on the offensive side of the floor, I just imagine that he'd just say, keep up the offensive foray that they've had. I mean, they've been, whether it's been Jackson Crawford down low or Andrew Hedrick creating separation from mid-range, they've really just kind of found their momentum down underneath, which I feel like it's kind of been what this season has kind of been like. The majority of everything has come from inside the arc, not really from beyond the arc. But when they do shoot from beyond the arc, it seems like it usually goes in.
Yep. And the Eagles back warming up. Kind of cease and desisted on the shootout at this end. Meanwhile, it continues with the other. And maybe Coach Culp will send some wrestling results in from Defiance. Maybe if he's listening, which he typically is, he'll send us some blurbs of information. Maybe some on the wrestling Twitter. I guess I forget to get on Twitter now and then as the Vikings stroll out. And that's the end of the shootout down there. Come back next week. And they tell the crowd, JV victorious tonight by 7 over Valley. And the 3-minute buzzer goes. What is Buzz City? I see a jersey that says Buzz City. Do you know what that is?
That's the Hornets.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I saw that. I thought, what on earth is that?
Yeah, those are probably the City Edition jerseys. It's the LaMelo Ball's jersey.
I just realized today I was reading the sports page and looked at the NBA briefs, and I just realized, I guess I didn't realize the Charlotte Hornets had their original name back, the Hornets, because they were the Bobcats.
Yeah.
Before the original Hornets moved to New Orleans to be the Pelicans.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize that they weren't the Bobcats anymore, so now I know. So, that little blurb there. Student Athlete of the Month up there, Lily Richmond. It was September's. I don't know who that is. Can you tell?
That's Josh Arntz.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's October. Molly McCoy was the Student Athlete of the Month for the females, and that's going on our video board up there. The male, it was who?
Ian Harold. Yeah. Harold for cross country, I imagine. McCoy for volleyball, right, in her libero position.
And that's all we have up there as far as that. Thought we'd throw that in there. And there's a big crowd settling back in.
Getting all the popcorn and all their drinks and stuff.
Saw a couple of East Noble players in the crowd tonight. I was missed by that. I mean, we've already played them. I don't know why for life me. I mean, they had East Noble athletic gear on, head to toe, sweats, and I was surprised. I don't know what on earth they'd be doing here, but they were.
That for middle school athletes, maybe. I don't know.
Now they look like high schoolers, but I don't know. Kind of interesting. Maybe they're related to somebody playing on the other side. I don't know, but
potentially, yeah.
So the referee's back on the floor. Both teams have reported to their respective benches. They will be set ready here for game action. Eagles looking to go 8-1. Valley comes in 3-4. Of course, potential sectional opponents long ago. Not anymore. I guess our boys sectional is going to be at Huntington this year. So back to North Arena. And the girls apparently will be there as Wayne had it, but I think Wayne gave it to Huntington. So I guess both girls and boys sectionals will be at North Arena in Huntington. So we'll get well acquainted with North Arena, hopefully. Girls will play down there next week. I don't know if girls or boys, 2 weeks from now. Well, one does and one doesn't, I can tell you that. Well, here we go. As Mills starts the second half. Mills, Crawford, Spellman, Hedrick, and Hedrick for the Columbia City Eagles. And it looks like they're back to original starters for Valley. Alex Hedrick tied up. There's Belk out there to really cause havoc. Andrew Hedrick in trouble. Back across to Alex Hedrick. Into the corner, Spellman. Fakes the three. Throws it for Andrew Hedrick. He lost the handle. Nicely tapped it to Mills. Now Alex Hedrick a three. Bomb! Score!
Alex Hedrick starting off both halves with a three-pointer there.
Yes. As Alex kind of a quiet assassin there, so to speak. And into the front court, Valley. Columbia City put a little pressure on. Braden Shepard. Here's a three deep. Score! Matched by Riley Shepard.
Yeah, you can't leave Shepard open from beyond the arc. That's just a mistake there. He's already had two, and this is his third.
Into the front court. Crawford's got it. Left side up top, Alex Hedrick. 29-22 our score. Mills will step back three. Bingo! Wow. Raining threes here at the Columbia City Gym. 32-22, the Eagles go up. Minute 5 gone, third quarter. The Vikings back into the front court. And on the move is Cumberland, throws it back out. Braden Shepard a three, short. They get the loose ball. Kaiser throws back out, three up top, Cumberland, bingo!
Everything that we've had this half has been a three-pointer.
Unbelievable. So they get one on a busted play. That was a nice rebound to start with. Into the front court, Andrew Hedrick lost the handle, got it back. He drives, pulls up from the elbow, fires, scores.
Again, Andrew Hedrick just creating separation. I mean, granted, he kind of shook his guy with him mishandling the ball, but still, once he got down to that elbow, he was able to stop his momentum and create that separation needed.
Only one missed shot here in the half. And there's a loose ball stolen by Andrew Hedrick. He gets around one and goes all the way, puts it up, missed it. Crawford missed it. And over the back. He got a little too anxious on that second attempt. Jackson just had a little bit of a rough night finishing underneath.
Yeah, exactly. Just either been too strong or too short.
And a lot of Valley defense to add into that as well. Columbia City 34, Valley 25. 2 minutes gone, third quarter. Here's Cumberland wide on the right side for the Vikings. Up top, Braden Shepard. Back over for Cumberland. Cumberland across the key, throws it in the corner. Braden Shepard a three. Bingo! Boy, they can shoot it too.
Again, that's just something where that was Shepard who just didn't have a guy on him. I think that was Spellman there on the left block that just kind of trailed getting to him.
Andrew Hedrick back into the front court with 5.5 to go. Mills off on the right side, Alex Hedrick. 34-28. Andrew Hedrick back for Spellman outside the arc. He kicks it back out to Alex Hedrick. And now Mills. And pass deflected out of bounds by Riley Shepard. Columbia City ball.
It's kind of surprising. Tippy Valley is coming out with a very aggressive defensive kind of style here. Something a bit different from the first half.
Columbia City back to the front court. Andrew Hedrick to Crawford. Crawford right down central. Basket counts and a slam dunk. Wide open down there. That makes up for those misses.
I think he caught a screen up there at top of the key, or there was just a miscommunication between two of the Tippy Valley defenders, and that just left the lane wide open for him.
Yes, right down central. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night on that one. Crawford emphatically dunks. And the free throw rattles in. So 3-point play for Crawford, 37-28 Eagles. That's Crawford's 9th, 10th, and 11th point of the evening. Braden Shepard up to Riley Shepard. He works the key. And over wide right, Cumberland. Further down the wing for Kaiser. And Braden Shepard. Top of the key, shoves it off now to Cumberland. He cuts. Can't shake Andrew Hedrick. Now the offensive foul. Yeah. Riley Shepard led with the elbow. Player control.
Yeah, Shepard just put a bit too much pressure there on Hedrick. And Hedrick went flying too, hit the deck hard.
So that gives it back to Columbia City. Tippy Valley turnover. And Alex Hedrick to Spellman. Spellman with room and time into the front court. Andrew Hedrick takes over. 4.5 to go. Columbia City by 9, third quarter. There's Spellman flashing out. Spellman with a quick burst of speed. Floater in the lane, off the mark a little strong. Rebound out there. Here comes Shepard to the front court. Braden Shepard shoves it off now. And back up to Kaiser. Kaiser across into the corner. Look out. Braden Shepard, but Spellman closed on him this time. Braden Shepard up top now. Cumberland. Cumberland tries to slide Crawford. Can't do the job. Back up top, Riley Shepard. Down to the baseline now. It is Cumberland again. Right side. Works against Crawford. Spins. Back up top. Bobbled. Now to Braden Shepard. Around for Riley Shepard. Left wing. And Cumberland high left for the Vikings. Outside the arc. Braden Shepard. Wide on the right side. Kaiser. He directs a little traffic up top. Cumberland. Eagles with good defense going on here. And Kaiser down to the corner. Riley Shepard. And here's Kaiser around the key. Now Cumberland up top. He tries to shake Andrew Hedrick. Can't do it. Now a three. Scores! Holy Toledo.
I mean,
Riley Shepard.
He even had pressure on that shot, and he just drained it.
I think he just got frustrated with the,
Yeah, exactly.
And just, so I'm going to shoot it.
Yeah, he was done passing around, but still, that was a great defensive stand there by the Eagles, not letting anything go underneath.
That's a couple times we've stood him up for 1 minute. Andrew Hedrick fade away in the paint. Oh, ripped out. Crawford got a handle loose ball, but Valley out of there with it. Under three for the third, 37-31 Columbia City. This Valley team can shoot the three. And spin move by Cumberland, ran out of real estate, knocked away by Alex Hedrick. Alex, the breakaway, layup and score. Timeout Columbia City, Alex Hedrick.
Great vision there by Alex Hedrick, realizing that pass was just a bit low and using his vertical to tip that off, and just an easy layup there. I think he thought about dunking. He dunked it a couple times pregame before the JV.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. He got up there.
Wilson comes back on for Spellman. Timeout under Ryder. Myers Hockemeyer McNagny LLP located across from the post office in Columbia City. Telephone 260-248-2224. And we're on the web at WillyLaw.com. Also Bart's Car Store. Their selection of cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Bart's Car Store offers test drives, cash for trade-ins, and financing options. Bart's Car Store serving Columbia City, Whitley County, and Fort Wayne. Also, Morris's Builders Mart, located at 516 East Van Buren in Columbia City. Locations in Huntington, Wabash, Warsaw, and Goshen. Online at morris'sbuildersmart.com, serving Northeast Indiana since 1871. Any hot stats there?
That was Tippy Valley's 9th turnover, one more, and they're in double digits. But still, just those turnovers that Tippy Valley has had, I think Columbia City has capitalized on a majority of them, Coach.
Yep. The last one by Alex Hedrick. So, Valley basketball, Columbia City going to pick him up with a little token pressure as Andrew Hedrick back to bother the dribbler to the timeline, which is Cumberland. To Kaiser, high left, high screen set by Welk. Kaiser off to Cumberland. Cumberland outside the arc. Right down central, a runner, well off the mark. Loose ball careens off Andrew Hedrick to Wilson and back to Andrew. And he'll lead the charge to the midcourt stripe for the maroon and gold. Alex Hedrick up top, shoves it off to Wilson, high right. Cross for Andrew Hedrick, high left, into the corner now. Mills down low, Crawford. Offensive foul. Oh, he dunked it, but he plowed over Welk.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, you could tell, like, when the ball was fed down to Crawford, he realized that that Crawford was going to be turning to his left, and you could tell that he was, like, planning on being set for Crawford to make that turn.
And definitely the right call there. Player control foul gives it back to Valley. That's a Columbia City turnover. Second team foul with 2 minutes to go in the third. Cumberland. Across for Riley Shepard. And Kaiser. High right. Columbia City by 8 with a minute 48 to go third quarter. Look out. Here's Bryce Shepard missing it. And he didn't even draw a rim. Crawford clears to Andrew Hedrick to the front court for Columbia City. Accelerates. I don't know how he didn't travel, but he got away with it if he did. And that's stolen from Crawford. And here come the Vikings. Minute and a half to go in the third. Riley Shepard into the corner, Cumberland. And Riley Shepard up to Kaiser. Cumberland puts it on the floor, spins on Andrew Hedrick, can't do anything with it. Braden Shepard up top. Works against Alex Hedrick, throws it up, and there's an open man and a score. Three-point goal, Riley Shepard. Does he miss? I think he's only missed one tonight.
Yeah, I only think he's missed one tonight. He has 5 3-pointers now.
Holy crow. 39-34, a minute to go in the third. Been a good one. Largest lead has been 7 by, I think that's by both teams. And Crawford, jumper in the lane, spins out. Good luck, but spun out. 45 seconds for the third. Columbia City by 5. Cumberland holds high right. And now it's Riley. Check that. That is Brayton Shepard. Shoves it off to Cumberland. They're going to play for one. Cumberland up top. And he goes right down central, throws it back out. They're all the way up top with Kaiser.
Need a defensive stop here. Need that one that we had a couple possessions ago.
12 seconds. Kaiser dumps it down low. Man to the bucket. Score! Nice play. And that's Nice's first 2 of the night. 6 seconds for the Eagles. And Mills, backdoor Crawford scores. Just beat the buzzer.
That was a great job by Seth Mills to push it up the floor, realizing he still had time, and then also just to get down into the paint too. I mean, he didn't stop at the 3-point line. He was attacking. He was making sure that they were going to get a bucket there before the end of the third.
39-36. What a game this has been. Well, that score is not right, I don't think. So they're going to check into that.
Yeah, I was going to say one of the assistant coaches for Columbia City is checking that one out.
Yeah, we have 41. So they try to get that figured out. So they get that straight out. It is 41-36. I'll say something didn't look right there. So 8 minutes to go. Underwriters, Morse's Brothers Mart, Bart's Car Store, Mike & Son Satellite, Indiana Physical Therapy, Myers Hockenmeyer, McNaghy LLP, City Alamo, Flowtech Plumbing and Heating, Perfect Credit Union, New Over Ice Cream. We thank them tonight. Thank everybody for listening. Andrew Thompson, Sean Bledsoe.
Yeah, those stats are right over there to you.
Did you those over here?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I handed those to you.
I missed them. 9 turnovers for Valley, 3 for Brayton Shepard, 18 Riley Shepard, 10 Nolan Cumberland, 3 Kaiser, 2 for Nice, who had the 2 late in the quarter for them, and 3 for Mills, 13 for Crawford, Andrew Hedrick 11, 2 Wilson, Alex Hedrick 8, and 4 for Spellman. Valley with the basketball. And it's Kaiser up top. It is 41-36. Wide on the left side. Cumberland. And gives it to Kaiser. Kaiser on the right side looking in from the arc. His niece wrestling down there with Scott, who's checked into the ball game. Cameron Scott. And they try to put it on the floor. Nice move and a run in the paint by Cumberland. Back iron no good. He got his own rebound. That's going to be a Columbia City foul on the floor.
Is that on Hedrick?
I believe so. Nope. They get the Mills. So that's team 3.
It's his first on the night.
Ball amounts the Vikings. 42 seconds going in the fourth. It's 5-point Columbia City lead. Brayton Shepard throws it off up top for Cumberland. Kaiser up top, look out on the fly. Illegal screen.
Viking foul. Number 12.
Cumberland guilty of an illegal screen. That's a player control foul.
That's his second foul of the night, too.
So that turnover gives it back to C City.
It's their 10th turnover, too, Coach.
All right, minute gone in the fourth. 41-36, Columbia City over Tippecanoe Valley. Scott has it for Columbia City. Throws it to Andrew Hedrick. Hedrick loose in the paint. Fade away. Scores. Boy, is he money. He is money.
He is money, and especially with that fadeaway jumper, too.
So Columbia City goes up 7. Kind of a quiet crowd tonight for some reason. Cumberland, and of course, no students.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's partially why I think it's just no student section.
Brayton Cumberland, or check that, Brayton Shepard threw it off to Kaiser. Kaiser makes the move in the paint, sends it out. And we closed on Riley Shepard this time. He couldn't get the three off. Now look out, Braden Shepard. Backdoor layup. Timeout. Tippecanoe Valley.
Yeah, Shepard just kind of saw a gap there. He took it, and nobody really collapsed there for the Eagles. And it was just a relatively easy layup there for Shepard.
Can see that coming. And with 6:17 to go in the ball game, it is a full timeout by Coach Chad Patrick and the Valley Vikings. Timeout underwriter Myers Hockenmeyer McNagny LLP, located across from the post office in Columbia City. Telephone 248-2224 and on the web at whitleylaw.com. Also Indiana Physical Therapy, offering the highest credentialed therapists in the area, treating all walks of life from peewees to professionals to Olympians, with 18 locations in northern Indiana, including the Columbia City location next to Oriental Buffet, online at indianapt.com. Also, Mike's Satellite, their authorized dish network and DirecTV provider, now offering an 8-bay antenna TV hookup for channel masters, up to 40 local channels from South Bend to Fort Wayne. 30 years of service experience. Mike is here locally, hands-on for every customer. 260-213-3251 on Facebook and online at mikeandsunsatellite.com. Thanks to the underwriters. Thank you for listening to WJHS. Andrew Thompson, Sean Bledsoe, Mr. Glaza, and others here in the, who's running the board up there tonight?
You talking about like the scoreboard on the YouTube broadcast, or are you talking? Liberty.
Liberty?
Yep.
All right, thanks to Liberty. Well, thanks to everyone that has something to do with this. I often forget names. Surprise, surprise. So here come the Eagles, leading by 5. And Andrew Hedrick, tight defense by Valley, gets it off to Spellman, who's checked back in. Andrew Hedrick, Crawford wrestling with Neese underneath. Now they go down to Crawford. Crawford puts it up. No, but whistle on the Valley foul. And it's going to be against Riley Shepard.
Jackson Crawford.
So Crawford will shoot 2.
That is Riley Shepard's 3rd foul on the night.
Will Coach Chad Patrick make a move? Free throw good by Jackson Crawford. And he'll have another. It should be his 14th on the night.
Yeah, that is 14, yep.
This hopefully 15. Rimmed out. Spellman the board. Oh, couldn't corral it. He out-jumped the Valley defender, but couldn't corral it. Look out. Pull up on the baseline. Long, no good by Braden Shepard. Loose ball Mills, and he gets clubbed. No further play.
Yeah, I think he got hit in the mouth there.
Neese got his money's worth, I think. Yep.
32, Dylan Neese with the foul.
Neese plays a good physical game underneath. We didn't see much of him in the first half, but
it's his first, team's 5th. No, yes, 5th.
Yep. So 5:40 to go in the fourth. 44-38 Columbia City. Mills, top Crawford. Nice pass down low, and all losing the handle was Spellman up to Wilson. Wilson shakes and bakes, throws to Andrew Hedrick outside the arc, top of the key. Now Rhett Wilson high left with 5:20 to go. And wide right, Spellman. Down to Crawford. Crawford against Neese. Forces it up. No. And that's off of Crawford out of bounds. Crawford's had a frustrating night other than that dunk.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he may have, 14 points now, but still it's kind of been a, I guess how Coach Bechtel likes to say, a struggle bus to 14.
Yeah, I have to say, yeah, I mean, he's had some bunnies.
Yeah, he's had multiple opportunities to have 20 plus at least.
Yep. But there's been a lot of impedance down there as far as Valley defense. Oh, and Wilson hit the deck. Now Valley back in the corner with Braden Shepard. And back up top. And a runner. Oh, my. Chad Patrick wanted a foul, but he didn't get it. Well, who got that? Neese or Kaiser? I thought Kaiser got it.
I thought it was Kaiser, yeah.
I think Hoppy said Neese.
He said Neese. I think he got the 2 and the 3 mixed up. It's kind of hard, too, when those jerseys fold.
44-40. And Columbia City with it. And Andrew Hedrick, right elbow, elevates, fires, bingo.
Yes.
Boy.
Creating separation is Andrew Hedrick's biggest asset tonight. It has been insane.
46-40, Columbia City. So we head up on the halfway mark here in the fourth. Look out, there's Riley Shepard, we got to keep an eye on him as he's absolutely shot lights out from three-point range. Braden Shepard over for Cumberland. Cumberland drives, kicks it off. Here's the aforementioned Riley Shepard. He throws it off instead to Kaiser. And Braden Shepard throws it to the streaking Cumberland. Cumberland spins into the paint, elevates, fires, back iron, no good. Rebound, Andrew Hedrick. Good defense.
Yeah, great defense there. I mean, especially with how we've held them to so few points underneath, it's been outstanding.
So Columbia City back to work. And that kind of knocked away from Spellman, but he throws it on a weave to Wilson, and now Andrew Hedrick high left with 3:20 to go. 6-point Columbia City lead. Alex Hedrick up top, fakes, throws back to Andrew. Andrew Hedrick backed off the play. Andrew directs a little traffic. And Rhett Wilson takes over, high right. Rhett comes up top, still with the dribble, hands to Andrew Hedrick. Hedrick works against Kaiser, 3 minutes to go, straight up. Spellman picked his dribble up, gets it off to Wilson. Wilson tries to shake and bake, gets to Andrew Hedrick. Down to 2:45. Andrew Hedrick up top, 5 count on, got to get rid of it. Wilson's got it on a weave, here comes Spellman. Jump pass, ooh, dangerous pass, but Andrew Hedrick saves it, fires, score. Wow. Timeout, Columbia City.
I think that is the toughest shot that Andrew Hedrick has had tonight, and he made it look like the easiest.
Yeah, he slid against the grain, off balance kind of, and falling away. I tell you, he is unbelievable with those fadeaways. And, you know, we lulled Valley to sleep a little bit, shoot up about roughly at least 50 seconds.
Yeah.
And then we get 2 points at the end, so that makes it a 3-possession game. That puts Columbia City in a good position with 2:34 to go. But they've been on fire from downtown, so we'll have to look out for that. Underwriters tonight, Move Over Ice Cream. Building flavors from scratch. Move Over offers ice cream flavors, including Sunny Chocolate, Nut-Free, Strawberry Jam, Rocky Road, and Custom Candy Pecan. Move Over also offers a variety of family sundaes, soft serve shakes, tumbleweeds, and gluten-free desserts. That company ice cream, Move Over, is a plant-based ice cream shop tailored to those who have either a sensitivity to dairy, allergens, or taking a more healthy approach to eating. Move Over Ice Cream Shop located across from Furniture Store in downtown Columbia City. So we got a good one, 48-40. I believe I'm correct in saying the largest lead for either squad was 7.
I think, 7, and now it's 8 for us,
Yeah, 8 for us, okay. But it's been a dandy.
Andrew Hedrick has 17 points on the night, and I guarantee you probably at least, I don't know, about 12 of those are turnaround jumpers or fadeaways, one of the two.
Yep, Columbia City doing that. Live stream is not working. I'm getting reports, only showing the commentators, not the game. I don't think do anything about that.
Yeah, we've had issues up with that camera up top, so we apologize for that.
Yep. Okay, here come the Valley Vikings. 2:25 to go, 3-possession game. And here's Braden Shepard down low. No further play at Columbia City, foul on Andrew Hedrick. And I think he took one below the belt. Yeah, good section there. He's a little limp. So Andrew Hedrick picks up what? His first. Team's 4th on Columbia City. Give Andrew a chance to collect his breath and so, okay. They're ready to go. They get it in the corner to Cumberland. Cumberland up top, Braden Shepard. He works against Alex Hedrick. Nice defense by Alex. Up top, Kaiser. Wide right, Cumberland. Into the corner now, Braden Shepard. Braden Shepard up top now for Kaiser. High left in the corner now, Cumberland back up. Braden Shepard, 2 minutes to go. Braden Shepard threw it away, knocked away. We got a scramble. Look out, Mills on it for the seat of his pants. Ricochets to Crawford. Big break there for the Eagles. Big break.
It's Tippy Valley's 11th turnover on the night.
Good hustle for that 50-50 ball. 48-40 Eagles, 1:40 to go. Mills, 5 count on, works against Cumberland, kicks it off to Crawford in the corner. Up top, here's Wilson. Wilson on the hot seat, dribbles. Backdoor Alex Hedrick. Alex up and got the roll on the layup score. Alex Hedrick.
He's got 8 on the night, and that's some hard-fought 8 for Hedrick.
50-40, and they go. Basket counts in the Columbia City foul as Cumberland drove. Check that, Kaiser.
Kate Kaiser.
So Tippy Valley off the schneid.
Jackson Crawford.
Crawford a foul.
That's Crawford's third on the night, team's fifth.
So was that it for Riley Shepard? Did he foul out, or are they just taking him?
They're just taking him. He's got 3.
That's right. The foul was on us anyway.
One jack, Kate Kaiser.
So Kaiser will shoot 1 to make it possibly a 7-point ball game, which it would still be 3 possessions. Back iron no good, loose ball off of Hedrick, and Alex Hedrick picks it up to Wilson. Wilson gets hammered, no further play here. Valley foul.
23, Kate Kaiser.
Kaiser picks it up.
That's his first, I believe. Yes.
And then next one will be shooting. Team foul 6 on the Vikings. 1:09 to go. Columbia City by 8. Andrew Hedrick. And going to get finally fouled by Kaiser.
23, Kate Kaiser with the foul.
So now Andrew Hedrick goes to the free throw line.
And if you're Tippy Valley, that's definitely the person that you do not want on the free throw line, saying that he has, he's got like 19 points on the night. Or, no, check that. I believe it's still 16. I could be wrong. It is whatever.
But I mean, mainly the ball's going to be in his hands
Exactly.
on the floor, so
Yep.
they really have no choice. Andrew scores. And that makes it a 51-42 ball game. And this one can make it a 4-possession game. And with a minute 6 to go, could put it out of reach for the Vikings. Good.
That was his 19th.
All right, 52-42, a minute 5 to go. Here come the Vikings. It's been a good one, but Columbia City looks like they're going to prevail here, barring a nuclear meltdown. Braden Shepard at the Welk up top, Cumberland, and they throw it away. As someone zigged when they should have zagged. Bring Spellman back on. Spellman for Crawford. Workman-like effort for Crawford. Despite his struggles, he still had a bundle of points. Columbia City ball, Andrew Hedrick in the backcourt, 50 seconds. And Andrew across the timeline. Andrew kicks in the corner to Alex, up the wing, Andrew Hedrick. And across for Mills. Riley Shepard gives up the foul.
That's his 4th.
1-1. Seth Mills.
And again, that's just another person that you don't want on the free throw line. Seth Mills being, again, one of many shooters on this Columbia City team.
So Mills will shoot 1-1 and score.
Bringing for the Eagles, 21, Clayton Scott.
Clayton Scott in for Alex Hedrick.
We've seen Scott get a bit more minutes here throughout the duration of the season.
Yep. A little bit of spot duty. Back iron no good by Mills. He ends up with the ball, and there's going to be a Valley foul on Cumberland with a collision.
Viking foul, number 12.
It's his third.
1-1. Seth Mills returning for the
So Mills returns to the free throw line. As we've held Valley to 6 points in the quarter, as far as I can recollect. Is that what you have?
Yes, I believe so.
So good defensive stand. Mills hits the free throw. Makes it 54-42. So the margin of victory is going to look a little more than the tighter than this ball game really was, but still a good effort. Mills hits that one. 55-42. And here comes Valley. They kick it across. Welk will shoot a 3. Score! Timeout, Valley.
Braden Shepard, timeout, Vikings.
Yeah, it was Welk. It was Welk, right?
30-second timeout.
Hoppy said Shepard. I don't know. I thought it was Welk. What did Coach Richmond put on?
Yeah, I was going to say that's what I'm looking at now. 8, 10, and okay, so one has. Yeah, that was Shepard. Yep,
It was Shepard, okay.
Yep, Braden Shepard, yep.
Him and Welk kind of look alike. So, Braden Shepard a 3.
still a 10-point deficit with 25 seconds left. Tippy Valley is going to have to force some turnovers and then hope that if they do have to foul, that Columbia City misses their free throws at the line.
Still a 4-possession game. Wilson to throw it in for Columbia City. Gets it to Andrew Hedrick. And Andrew's going to be trapped. Gets it to Wilson. Throw the baseball pass.
And, yep, timeout.
18 seconds. And Columbia City will call for time. Your underwriter on timeout tonight, Myers Hockenmeyer McNagny LLP, located across the post office in Columbia City. Telephone 248-2224 and on the web at whitleywall.com. So a quick 30 here as we try to salt this one away. Some of the crowd heading for the exits.
Probably trying to get the early jump on the traffic getting out of here.
Yep. So 18.2 to go. It appears as though Columbia City is going to go 8-1 on the season. And what a record. Our girls on fire at 13-0 or whatever, 14-0, and the boys 8-1. A couple of great basketball seasons thus far. So Wilson throw it in for Columbia City. Better get rid of it. Finally, was Andrew Hedrick. There's a foul given up.
Viking foul.
Braden Shepard, the guilty party. Double bonus.
Number 1, Braden Shepard.
It's his third. And, of course, Andrew Hedrick on the line. The guy that you want there.
Yep. So a chance to pad stats for Andrew. He has 18 right now. And 19.
That's 20, actually. At least I've got it on that on my stat sheet. I've got him down for 20.
Okay. And another one for the Columbia City Junior. Got it. 56-45. And here come the Vikings. 14 seconds. There's the three. They missed that one. Loose ball walk. It ricochets to Mills. And I think they're going to call off the Dogs. Mills throws it ahead to Scott. And you can call out the guards. You can turn out the lights. This one belongs to the Marina Gold. That was a good ball game.
Very good ball game.
57-45 your final. It was a hard-fought game. That Valley team's going to win some games in that Three Rivers Conference.
They will for sure, especially if they can keep making those three-pointers and if they can catch fire, you know, for those longer streaks. It's going to be a long season for anybody else who plays them, especially in that conference, you know.
So everybody exchanging pleasantries, and the legend Bill Patrick walks off the floor with his son Chad. As he enjoyed a lot of success in Columbia City at the old building over the years. The what on the way out?
I did not hear that.
Is that a fog warning, or we still got fog out there, or what we've got? But 57-45. Columbia City victorious to go 8-1 on the campaign, and they will await Northwood Panthers next Tuesday night. That will be a tough one. They are loaded. Typical Northwood. So that'll be a hard-earned game for sure. Or a tough one, I should say. Okay, stats from John. 6 for Seth Mills. 14 for Jackson Crawford. 21 Andrew Hedrick. 2 for Rhett Wilson. 10 for Alex Hedrick. 4 for Elias Spellman. 9 Columbia City turnovers on the night. We took care of it pretty good there down the stretch. For sure. So we'll go ahead and we'll get Valley stats here momentarily. Thank you. And we have for the visitors tonight, Braden Shepard with 8, Riley Shepard with 18 with a, 5 3-pointers. Wow. Cumberland 10. Welk did not score. Kaiser 7, Nice 2. They turned it over 12 times, just a couple more times than the Eagles. So just a hard-fought, hard-earned win here tonight. And shaking off perhaps a little bit of a break. We've been off since what? last Tuesday, so this is Thursday. So a 9-day break with the holidays and stuff, so perhaps a little rust, but in the end, Columbia City comes out on top. JV wins as well, as they won by 7 to open it up tonight. And the Northwood Panthers, Tuesday night, that will be something, as they are a perennial power in a lot of sports.
But you made a very good point there, Coach. Down the stretch, Columbia City really did take care of the ball. I think the last turnover that we had was mid-third quarter.
Yeah.
So I mean that was a great job there by the Eagles being able to take care of the basketball, but then also just being able to, again, we saw it throughout the duration of the game. They were closing out and shutting down Tippecanoe Valley down low, anything inside the paint, around the free throw line, the blocks, the elbows. They really just kind of shut it down and forced Tippy Valley to try to make those three-pointers to get themselves back into the game. So again, it was just a really great defensive effort by Columbia City. I think that's going to make Coach House very, very happy.
Yeah, and you brought it up earlier, I don't think they got a whole heck of a lot done underneath. I'd like to see a shot chart.
Yeah, exactly.
The majority of their shots were from the perimeter.
They only had 7 field goals inside the arc.
Well, I guess that's part of the equation. I don't know how many they attempted, but still, yes, Coach House coming out.
Yeah, compared to 10 three-pointers, so.
I don't know where that came from, but
I have no idea.
Lost wallet. I got mine.
That's the one thing we have to make sure every year. Is
Garrett Vandersall would be the trainer whom I lift weights with would be, now you put your wallet in the same place every day, you don't have that problem.
Exactly.
So I double-checked.
We got to make sure that you keep it with you even during golf season when we travel to go play matches.
Yep. So a wallet at the scorer's table. Coach Leach announcing that. So good crowd goes home happy tonight, at least if you're a maroon and gold fan. And Coach shouts to the broadcast now, and we'll see what he has to say tonight. And so... All right, Coach, welcome to the broadcast. A hard-fought, hard-earned win here tonight over a good Tippy Valley club. Don't let that record fool you.
Yeah, no, they're a good team, and as you saw, they have a lot of shooters. Like I told our guys, though, what our defense does, we really pack the paint. We force them to score from the outside, and they did that. I don't know how many threes they hit exactly, maybe close to 10 probably, I would guess, probably close to 10, and, so that's 30 of their 45 points, and we got to do a little bit better job of challenging 11 maybe, but again, they score 45 points, and that's our goal.
10.
Yeah, they made 10
Sean.
points. Yeah, so that 30 of their 45 points were, and some of those were really contested. So proud of our effort, and I'm really proud of we haven't had like a consistent rotation for a while with Mason being out. Seth was out sick, Elias was out sick. So I'm proud of our guys for stepping up and finding ways to win.
And he had 9 days off since Wallace with the holiday and the Northwood game getting pushed back a little bit. So, maybe a little bit of an effect there. I don't know. But how do you think your guys responded coming out?
Yeah, one of our keys to win the game was play with more energy and enthusiasm and just focus than them, because Christmas break games can be tough.
Yeah.
And not being in a routine and not going to school and not an excuse, of course. And I thought we did a nice job. And also it helps when they start off in a 2-3 zone and Alex Hedrick buries a three to start the game. That always helps too.
Yeah, he came up big there, and I told Sean and I were talking about we shut off their inside mainly. I was wanting to see a shot chart and actually wonder how many they got loose for underneath, because it was not many, and you got to credit our guys down low for plugging it up.
Yeah, we did a great job, and again, that's what our defense is based on. And again, I thought we did a nice job of challenging some shots. There were a couple that I wish we could have back, and possessions we could have back, but we did a nice job. And again, give up 45 points with as well as we can score the basketball at times. We're going to win a lot of games.
And you got a balanced effort, 4 guys, 3 guys in double figures, but. Otherwise, you've got pretty balanced attack here tonight, and Andrew Hedrick Crawford, although he had a little bit of a rough time finishing, he still had a productive night, and Alex comes up with double digits tonight. So a pretty good effort by, well, everybody, but those three in particular.
Yeah, really good. And I think everybody contributes. And, you know, Rhett was not brought up in that, but he ended up defending 11, did a nice job on him. Elias did a lot of nice things for us rebounding-wise, and, you know, he's not, how many did he end up with, 6?
Elias, 4.
Ended up with 4. You know, so we have guys step up, and the good thing about our team, you know, Elias, he showed it last year, can go off for 20 and a half. Jackson can go off for 20 in a game. Andrew Mason, when he gets back, you know, Seth scored 18, I think, last year at Concordia, something like that. So we have guys who could score the basketball. So, you know, it just depends on, you know, what they're giving us that night.
Yeah, we have a pretty wide array of options, and I think going forward, you know, I don't know how much we're surprising people anymore. Maybe we are, maybe we aren't. But going forward, you know, you gotta like your options offensively, and then the way you play defensively. This is starting to come together real nice.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, we talk about the start that we have, 8-1, so it's a pretty special start. And you know, I wasn't super happy with how practice went the past 3 days. And again, I don't want to give excuses, maybe winter break, whatever it might be, but we got to stay hungry, right? Because our schedule does not get any easier. Got a lot of conference opponents who everybody in that conference is strong and really well coached. So, you know, I'm looking forward to those challenges, of course. I think our guys are too. And I think they're not satisfied, but I hope that we come back, you know, tomorrow at practice and are hungry to get better and you know, find ways to continue to get better each day.
Yeah, because you got a really talented Northwood squad coming in here Tuesday, and they're never an easy outfit to play. That'll be a good challenge for our guys.
Yeah, very good. They have, I think they're all juniors too, so they're going to be back. But they're a great team, obviously well coached. I'm familiar with them. Being up at Jimtown, we play them every year, and just extremely well coached. It's like a machine. That's what I like to call them. They're like a well-oiled machine. They always have guys that can play, have guys who can shoot. And they defend really well, so it'll be a fun challenge.
All right, Coach. Well, thank you for stopping by. We appreciate it as always, and congratulations on another win.
Absolutely, thank you guys.
All right, Coach Matt Schaus with his thoughts, and very happy with the effort all the way around tonight. And is that yours?
No, that's Sam's.
Sam's, okay. So yeah, boy, but that just a good all-around effort tonight, and we weathered the storm when they took the 7-point lead, I think it was, or 6, something like that, at one point in time. So
yeah, just handled the pressure really well and just responded when we needed to.
Yep, we did. So, well, that'll about wrap it up tonight. Thank everybody for listening. Tell our underwriters one more time, the farmers market's over, so that one's null and void. That was 18th was last one of those. So, Morse's Builders Mart, Bard's Car Store, Mike and Sons Satellite, Indiana Physical Therapy, Myers Hockemeyer McNagny LLP, City Auto Mall, and Flowtech Plumbing and Heating, and Perfect Credit Union, Blue Over Ice Cream. I still haven't figured out what tumbleweed is yet.
I'd have to look it up for you.
I know, we probably have to Google that.
Yeah, no, I have no recollection about that. I mean, but then again, I'm not a big ice cream person, so I couldn't really tell you to begin with.
So we'll have to get on that tumbleweed thing. I don't know what that would have to do with ice cream. Maybe it's like a turnover with ice cream. I don't know, but like cherry turnover. You know.
Oh my gosh!
We'll get the explanation on a tumbleweed later. Not the.
You'll have to look it up yourself on Google, Coach.
Not the tumbleweed in the western.
No, it's definitely not. No, if they put those in ice cream bowl, then people have issues.
I don't know, but we'll leave that for another day. And so this is it for 2021. Yes.
Yes, it is.
We're talking about graduation in 2022. So that's where we're heading. And basketball season's kind of sliding by us a little bit already. The girls well over halfway.
Yep.
And the boys starting to creep towards that point as well.
Yep.
So for Liberty at the Station, Mr. Glaza, and everybody else that had something to do with this broadcast tonight, we thank them and we appreciate everybody for tuning in on YouTube and listening to the radio and so on and so forth. So for my broadcast partner, Sean Bledsoe, Andrew Thompson saying so long for Columbia City High School, telling you once again the final score 57-45 and in favor to Columbia City Eagles. Thanks for listening. Good night, everyone. Happy New Year.